Hey man, say man, you already know what's going on. Technical difficulty on my end, but we're gonna keep it moving. This is Witnesses Messengers podcast. I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
How you feeling, my brother?
I'm feeling good. My bad,
We
y'all.
got Drew on the boards. How you feeling, my brother?
Going on.
Shout out to my dog. Got the Laid Back podcast going on.
Yes, sir.
The Do Work Media. We in the building,
Y'all had a
man.
good. How you felt about the first episode?
Hey, man, that's pretty good, man.
You on
pretty
two
good.
now, right?
Yeah, two. I
Moving
did a
quick.
pilot. Then I did following that. I did another one. Check that out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Do Work Media. You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got to do some catching up, man. We missed last week. I'm sorry to the listeners, but you know, life goes on. How y'all feeling, man? I asked that before. We need to get some energy in
Hey,
here.
man, I'm hyped in charge always, man.
All right.
I'm surprised you want to get up in here this early today. My dog got to watch the Celtics.
I gotta
today,
watch
so
the Celtics when we play at 1 o'clock. You know, this is the run to the banner.
Who y'all
man.
play?
We play the Pacers.
Oh, okay, that'd be a 4-1 series win.
Yesterday was a good day for basketball as well. The NBA playoffs started.
A lot of lower seeds is not playing out here. Spurs won, Nets won, Magic won.
Hey, the Nets was killing the 76ers.
They don't have no guard play, man, and no depth. They depth and guard play is gonna kill them in this
Word on the
series.
street, Ben Simmons is crying behind being booed
Man,
because he
listen.
can't shoot.
Ben Simmons, he told us if you're gonna boo, stay home.
No,
nigga.
nigga.
No,
If
nigga.
they
You
gonna
don't
boo you,
take the
cause
good with the
basketball.
bad, bro. Take the good with the
because
bad.
you can't shoot from 15. That's why. That's
You
why.
gotta. He
nigga.
gonna have to keep shooting, bro. That's the only way you gonna get better. You
That's
gotta
how you gonna
shoot.
get respect too. Niggas do not respect Ben from when.
If you don't even try, bro, you definitely gonna get booed.
Once he hit that half court, them niggas is already by the free throw line. They don't even.
They don't respect his shot at all.
at all.
And what really started the boost when he missed the free throws late in the game. That's when he
that's
really
when,
got
that's
the
when
boost.
he got booed. Like I saw that, I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this sound like 2K. They booing this nigga.
They booing 2K if you missing. I ain't playing in a minute.
If you home and you getting your ass whooped, like it's like a momentum, like it's a
Yeah.
momentum thing. Like
Everything.
it's like it'll be like one like basket the other team will hit, and then the crowd be like, boo, like they'll start booing, bro.
Wow, that's real though. I like that. Yeah, but Ben Simmons was at I don't know, man. If for D'Angelo Russell to be like, no, you have an advantage.
And Russell was shooting bad the first half.
Yeah, he was. He dropped like 20 in the second half.
But you know who killed them though? Dinwiddie killed them. On
Yeah,
that ISO,
they
and
back
spread
up.
the-
They back. I'm telling you, they guard depth is gonna kill him, and they got to do Levert
Yeah, Levert was killing
killing
them
for
too.
3, and the dude who won the 3-point contest, Joe Harris.
Mhm.
Boy, he was lighting their ass.
Them niggas
up.
had Jared Dudley running center.
Yeah, they def is gonna hurt them in this. It's gonna hurt them with this shit, man. Like for
But
real.
man, that's cap because Tobias Harris played horrible. JJ Redick didn't shoot good.
Jimmy Butler was the only one ball.
Jimmy
He had
Butler's the only one.
36.
And they was trying to play this man saying if the Sixers gonna be a championship team, Butler would be the third option.
He got
On
36 last night.
what earth would Jimmy Butler be third option? Second, I could get with depending on the team, but third, that's kind of disrespectful to Jimmy B now. Like, let's be real now.
Yeah,
like,
it is. And the fact that Embiid knee is not healthy.
yeah.
It's not 100%,
Yeah,
bro.
they in
Like this
trouble.
nigga be leaving 4 minutes before
I'm
halftime
gonna
to go
say
get
this:
treatment.
Monday they get their ass bust again, they in trouble. That's
Yeah,
all
they
I'm
gotta
gonna say.
take. No, they gotta take.
They
game
gotta
two.
take that Monday game because I'm gonna tell you this: if D'Lo come out Monday and the 3 drop him in the first half, it's over. That's all I'm gonna say.
They guard play is really killing them, bro. They gonna have to get some, and they gotta get some product. Dog, the Nets had 59 bench points.
Yeah, killing them.
That's
niggas.
a franchise record for that team. All the
they
great
was-
teams they done
They've
had.
been killing them niggas. I watched this shit like, damn, they was bringing this shit up.
I said that before the tip all day. I was like, dog, they don't get no production from their guards. It's gonna be a long night for them, and they just came out blazing.
JJ didn't do anything yesterday at all.
Yeah. But speaking of Celtics,
We weren't speaking of the Celtics, but let's go.
at the beginning we said the Pacers versus the Celtics.
What's up, man?
Paul Pierce, man.
Paul Pierce fan account has clocked the fuck in. What's up?
I don't know, man. You tell me. Your man seemed bitter, man.
Bitter about what?
Cause he didn't get the love that Dirk and Dwayne Wade is getting out here in these streets.
Man, the man has been quoted.
We don't love you like that.
The man has been quoted several times saying he wasn't never looking for a farewell tour. I've showed you these quotes. I've sent countless people these articles where he said countless times, "Yo, man, I'm who I am. Like I don't need that." You know what I'm saying? Paul might be the most hated NBA star of all time, Hall of Famer of all time. I'm willing to go to bat on that.
I feel like it's
He make it easy sometimes, but for the
yeah,
most
that's
part,
what I'm saying. I feel like he brung it on himself. Cause like before that, niggas didn't care about Paul Pierce. Niggas, bruh, in the early 2000s, niggas wasn't just slandering Paul Pierce just to be slandering him, bruh. He bought that shit on himself.
So when did it start?
When when late, like around 2012, 13 time, like yeah, around there.
So what did he do around that time?
What you mean?
What did he do to amount all of this hate? What did he do?
You don't remember when Paul Pierce, like, especially between the Heat series, especially when Ray left and then he was throwing, like, he took that shit that happened with Ray and he triggered it over to, like, other teams and shit.
I thought that was Ray and Rondo that had beef.
Paul Pierce didn't fuck with Ray Allen either for that shit. He just wasn't as vocal as Rondo and KG.
So, well, I mean, because in my opinion, Paul could have been as more outspoken about it because he
was a leader.
He was a career Celtic at the time. So I don't see what he was wrong with the Ray Allen shit. Ray did. I'm not mad at Ray personally, but if they felt that way because them niggas was actually in the trenches with Ray, and classic playoff series. You know what I'm saying? And for it to go like that, I can see why they bitter. Niggas wasn't mad at Russ when KD left, when he had his words for KD. So what's the difference?
Let me ask you, do you honestly believe that Paul Pierce thinks that he had a better career than Dwayne Wade?
What was he supposed to say? Let me ask you, what was he supposed to say?
There's certain
Keep
people.
it a buck.
Just keep it honest, dog. There's players who keep it a buck, bro, about certain shit.
I've seen niggas say that they better than certain people too.
Now I heard Kobe Bryant say T-Mac gave him the most problems too. That's just being honest.
But if you ask him who had the better career, he gonna say I'm better.
I would say that Kobe had the better career, and I'm a T-Mac stan.
Him personally, he's gonna say I'm better than T-Mac, even though he probably gave me these problems. Yeah. I'm still better than that.
But that's a popular. I mean, you can't really argue that. The pendulum can swing either way on that. I mean, you got visual evidence to prove that. But when it comes to this Paul Pierce, Dwayne Wade shit, Paul know that he not fucking with Dwayne Wade's career.
You got Gabrielle Union being all deep and shit. It's not that serious, man.
Oh, Gab got into it?
She was like, when people talk about each other and it's us that looks like each other say these things, you know, people just trying to bring each other down. Like,
oh,
man,
it ain't that deep.
It ain't that deep. You trying to make it some old neo-black shit.
Lady
like,
now.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
an older lady,
it ain't that
so
deep.
She gotta come with that though.
Man,
it ain't that deep, but it is on some like.
It ain't that deep.
It's like so
tip
of the iceberg, like you know, little hate.
Some anti-culture shit.
Nah, it ain't that deep.
It
But
ain't
Paul
that
Pierce
deep.
do be like he do feel like he a little bitter, man.
Man, the man is a legend, and he.
You don't think he feels the type of way he didn't get no All-Star bid his last go around, like Dirk and Dwayne Wade did? He do.
I mean, I would feel the type of way if niggas going to use that as no. I'm saying personally, I would feel the type of way of that's going to be one of the you know the pillars y'all going to use to say a nigga better than me. D-Wade didn't get that All-Star bid off being a true All-Star.
Yeah, the NBA, that was an honor thing.
His last three All-Star appearances he didn't get for being one of the top players in the league. That's just being facts. Like, and I love D-Wade. Like, let's be real here. That's all I'm saying.
When was Paul Pierce's last All-Star bid? Because he damn sure didn't have it in Washington and L.A. He didn't even score no points in his last game.
He didn't play. He didn't play his last game because the more important game that year was his last game at the Celtics arena. He didn't play that last game.
Then you got Zaire Wade going in on that man. You know that man going to defend his pops.
All right. Zaire better not end up like Michael Jordan's sons. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, regardless, he's still going to be straight.
Nah, that nigga need to log some fucking minutes in the league first. Get a bucket first.
If that man get in the league and end up having a better career than Paul Pierce, that's going to be golden.
But he got to. He got to get there first.
Oh, that's true.
You got to get there first. You got to do that shit first. That's all I'm saying. That's not before this shit get taken out of context. I'm not saying I want the nigga to be a failure. I just niggas need more grounds than being a nigga's son to talk shit. You play basketball. Are you even ranked? Like, what's your ranking?
I don't know.
Like, come on now. Let's be real.
I don't think he's a senior yet.
But no, niggas still be power ranked, bro. You still got rankings.
I'll put you like this.
I ain't seen that nigga. No.
Paul is a hater, and the reason why he's a hater is because he brought up the fact how he played with Shaq and how he played with LeBron in his prime. And first of all, Shaq wasn't a factor in that first championship. That man averaged like 10 points a game.
Yeah,
Number
and
two,
got swept the next year
number two, that first finals with LeBron, Wade averaged 26, and then the next one he still averaged 23. So he only had 6 below Braun, like within them next 2 finals.
He still
hold on top of that, when
Paul Pierce, he ain't really been like that. No.
When Paul Pierce got his championship, nobody killed him for having KG and ring. It just is what it is. Like, bro, you got your ring, you earned your championship ring. So what are you talking about? Like, that's some hating shit to say. That's hating shit to say.
All the man said is, if I had Shaq.
That's you basically taking away like the value of this man ring.
Take away the value of the ring was to say he ain't really had his hand on those last 2 finals, which is the fact. If you watch the tape, he ain't really been there. Yes, he ain't really been there.
That man definitely was a factor in them last 2 Miami championship rings, bro. Yes, he was. If Dwayne Wade wasn't balling in them he wasn't balling like how he was in 06, but he was definitely a fact. That man averaged over 20 in each final.
All right, well, we talk about tape too, not just numbers.
Yeah, he had a terrible game 6. Just like he had a terrible game 6 and game 3 in that 2012 finals. No, not 2012, 13. 2012, he didn't really have a bad game in that finals. That's the one when they beat the Thunder 4-1. Now 13, he had a couple of bad games in that finals, but he still averaged over 20. So you can't say a man was just like non-existent. If anything, Chris Bosh was non-existent. He averaged like 11 or 13. What the fuck was he doing?
We talk about tape too. Bosh
he got a rebound that saved the whole finals.
This shit to a rebound. Like we now. So that's what I'm saying. Like impact plays are still impact plays. That was just he was more than just that rebound in that finals, bro.
So did Ray Allen save LeBron?
If Bosh wasn't there in that paint, who else was getting those?
Did
reads?
Ray Allen save LeBron? If that's the case, are we rolling with this narrative since you want to talk about impact plays?
I say that because you gotta think Bron still hit a 3 before that 3.
And he had 2 turnovers before that too.
So what does that mean? What does that mean, bro?
So you to minimize the Dwayne Wade to the fact that he showed up in them finals. He had a couple of bad games, but he showed up. That man showed up, bro. Facts is facts, dog.
He ain't had that much of a hand.
As much as a hand as what?
His impact wasn't that much that deep on that finals as Braun and Bosh. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, fam. It wasn't Bosh and Wade.
We can agree to disagree.
There's nobody on this planet that would say that Bosh and Braun was the one showing up in that final.
Hey man, we can rewatch those finals.
We can't really watch it. We definitely ain't gonna watch the Thunder final because that was a wash.
No, I'm talking about the last 2, the Spurs.
He didn't show up in the 14 finals. He was trash. But the 13 finals, Dwayne Wade definitely showed up. That's just facts.
All right, man. So what's next, bro?
I'm just saying, man. Paul Pierce is gonna have to eventually let this shit go, man. Like,
nah, Paul Pierce he's still a Hall of Famer.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, dog.
So what are we talking about?
That man barely top 50, but
what's the like Meek said? like Meek said when niggas was trying to kill him. Where's the L?
Somebody asked me that the other day where I rank him all time. I said, man, probably about 50 to 60. I might give him top 50.
Nah, Paul top 50.
No, you got to think 50 players. You can name 50 players better than Paul Pierce all time, bro.
Name them. Name them. Let's do it.
I'm not going to rip all 50 just off the bat. I made a list on Facebook of my top 50. That shit if I can find it.
We made a list in here, and you had Paul in your top 50.
I did that just off the strength of you. But I remember, matter of fact, you know what it was? I had Vince Carter. I had Vince Carter at 50, and he was like, so you go put Vince Carter over Paul Pierce. I said, bro, that shit debatable. So I was just like.
Debatable on what? Vince Carter just the greatest dunker of all time. So we just that's
what
so,
that man took the Raptors to their only Eastern Conference final.
Where the fucking ring at though? Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like what we talking about? Like Paul
is that the end all say all?
No, Paul has played on more bigger stages and proven himself on more bigger stages than Vince Carter.
I'm about to ask him. So is he better than Tracy McGrady?
He's Tracy more athletic. I wouldn't be mad if I had to build a team around either one.
Is he better than Paul Pierce?
I'll pick Paul over T-Mac. T-Mac is more athletic. They can score just as much. They both can fill it up. That's a fact.
The same way you breaking that down, it's the same way Paul Pierce should have broke down that comment about D Wade. Like,
so y'all mad at how he said it, not that he said it.
I just think it's all.
No,
cap,
he's not a better basketball player than him. Period.
Yeah.
It's not even about athleticism. He don't score better than Dwayne Wade. He don't score better than T-Mac. He's not a better, like, he's not more skilled. He's not more skilled than them two. I'm talking about all-around game. and defense, we not even gonna talk about defense.
One of the most skilled players, bro. What are we talking about?
His
bro?
defense is not even on them twos level neither. He never made an All NBA defensive team neither.
Okay, we know that. Paul's never a big defensive player like that.
Just saying, but he a lot of players, and I just don't want to shit like just bringing down the defense. But if you want to talk about, because a lot of people score to overcompensate for their lack of defense, which he did. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why he one of the greatest Celtics all time. But to minimize it to a ring, like, come on, there's plenty of players don't got rings that he ain't better than, and vice versa.
Hey man, I still riding for Paul Pierce, bro. Paul Pierce, one of the greatest Celtics of all time. No, it's not biased. I'm just kicking. From how I see it, I'm holding it down. Like niggas trying to like diminish this man's whole worth. Like, I'm like, bro, like y'all kind of doing too much, bro. Like Draymond put that battery in y'all back like that. Like, come on now, it ain't that fucking serious now. Like,
bruh,
y'all doing a little too much.
That shit was funny, dog. You will not let that shit
bro.
ride, bruh.
No,
that shit. Like, he's a trash talker, fam. Right, that's what he do.
All right, but that's all he's gonna be known for. He'll never be a number one option on nobody's team.
No, that's a fact. That's not him. But he like Dennis Rodman of this era, bro.
Nah,
if Dennis Rodman said that, Draymond
not even in Dennis Rodman class.
Yes,
period,
he is,
bro.
fam. Yes, he is.
When Draymond ever got 34 rebounds in a game?
He's better than Dennis, fam.
How's he cleaning the glass like Dennis, bro?
Fam, he's better than Dennis Rodman overall.
Offensively, but he's not. Nah, bro. He's not a Dennis, bro.
Is Dennis Rodman in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
All right, so Draymond Green will be in the Hall of Fame.
Bro, he's way better than Draymond, bro.
He's not way better than him. He
can shoot better than Draymond, but
all around game, Draymond Green is better than Dennis Rodman. I love Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman don't have a look at offensive game. He's a strictly defensive guy, period. Draymond give the man credit where credit's due. The man can shoot the rock.
He can shoot the rock.
Okay,
that's it. So that makes you a better player?
No, if I can get on the court and you're a liability on my offensive end, I'm going to take Draymond over Dennis Rodman if the defense is damn near equal. The defense is damn near equal.
Nah.
And yes, it is, bruh.
Nah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree on that one, too.
That man is arguably one of the best defensive players in the league, bruh.
His defense won't hold a candle to Dennis Rodman defense.
Okay, so they're both on the court, and we coming down, and I need a bucket. Who's going to give me that bucket? That man's at least going to give me 13 to 15 a game. Dennis Rodman?
Draymond?
Yes. What did he average for his career? Drew, look that shit up real quick.
What
Draymond average for his career versus Dennis Rodman a game? Like, come on, dog. Don't hold that man like that. You tell niggas don't hold Paul Pierce. Don't hold Draymond like that. I know you don't like Draymond.
No, it's not even about not liking. Let's not do that.
All right, so let's talk about his game on the floor.
He shoots the rock, but I'm talking about defensively. He's not a Dennis defensively, or
who's the better overall player?
or on the boards. That's debatable, bro. I'm just saying it's debatable. Okay. I would on the team that Dennis was on. If I had Pippen and Jordan, I don't really need Dennis to score because you know why? He's gonna get me 20 to 30 fucking rebounds a game. I don't need that, and he's still gonna put up at least 10 points. Like I don't need that. I don't need him to score 20 points. I just didn't need that.
What it say, man?
All right, points per game. Draymond 9.1, Dennis Rodman 7.3. Rebounds.
What's the big difference?
Rebounds 7. Draymond 7.9, Dennis Rodman 13.1. Assists, Draymond 4.9, Dennis 1.8. Steals, Draymond 1.7, Dennis Rodman 0.7. Blocks, Draymond Green 1.1, Dennis Rodman 0.6. Total points, Draymond 4,825, Dennis Rodman 6,683. Total rebounds, Draymond 3,700, Dennis Rodman 11,954. Assists, Draymond 2,589, Dennis Rodman 1,600. Steals, Draymond 730, Dennis Rodman 611. Total blocks 576 to 531 total.
All right, so the shit damn near balance out.
So that's why I said it's debatable, my nigga. I'm taking Dennis. Like that's all I've been saying, bro. Like it's really not that much of a drop off, 7 and 9 points, and the nigga giving me 13 fucking rebounds. He averaged 13 rebounds. Like it's not really much of a difference, bro. That's all I'm saying. Dre, let's kill the Draymond.
I was just saying, but the fact that it came from Draymond, the shit made it more like if that shit came from like Tim Duncan, that shit wouldn't be fun when it had been funny. Him saying that to Paul Pierce.
Hey man, I'm just ready for these fucking finals, man. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Luke Walton is no longer the LA Lakers head coach. He is not a Sacramento Kings head coach.
And me and Mike have some choice words for this.
Yo, this nigga here is hilarious,
I'm gonna say
bro.
this. No, because
you be having your picks.
You're
dog.
on. No, I don't have my picks, my nigga. But you're on this tangent to bring all this on LeBron. So this is what I'm saying.
Yo, let me.
No. This is what I'm saying. Your boy Luke Walton is in a great space right now. He has a GM that actually wanted him there, and Vlade Divac. He has the talent missing probably one piece that can really push them to the next level. All they need is coaching. You hear what I'm saying? All they need is coaching. What were they, like a couple games out of the AFC? So coaching would have got them that AFC. Am I correct, Drew?
Yeah.
All right. So if they in the same position next year and they don't get in that 8th seed or the 7th seed and they got the talent, they got a good young core, what we talking about next year? Because the nigga had talent out the ass this year due to injuries. Injuries happen. It was stretches where it was coaching and players. I say 50-50 for the Lakers this year. So if they in a better position, he's in a better position right now. He got a good young core. All he need is consistent coaching. And they still don't get in the playoffs next year. And they fired, in my opinion, which was a good coach already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you kind of going backwards if you don't get to the playoffs again next year. So what we talking about then? Is it coaching or is it the players next year? Because the players balled this year.
Yeah, they did.
So what we talking about? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not Luke hate. I'm just being realistic.
See, and I think they don't give coaches really a true chance, man, to even prove themselves. You know what I mean? Like, it's either you make it to the playoffs or you don't.
That man been there 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, damn, bro. Look at Mark Jackson, how they did him, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Steve Kerr.
Luke Walton wasn't dealt the fit hand.
Nah, he wasn't at all. Like, you throw him LeBron, man. And then, also, I think the trade just kind of, that whole trade talk fucked up everything.
It fucked up the morale of the whole team.
Because really,
but that's also coaching to lead them.
No, that's true.
Shit, right?
That's true.
No, let's be real here.
But it's psychologically, I just think it took away from everything. Because imagine playing spades and you drop your hand or something, somebody looking at your hand. You show all your cards, bro. We knew everything. You willing to give up everybody for one player? You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm not playing for you, Luke. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
you got something to do with that. Like, that's how I'm sure them boys thinking.
Can I talk my shit now?
Go ahead.
The floor is yours.
This is the whole thing with Mo. See, Mo, this is how I know this nigga be riding for Bron. So when Woj had tweet the other day, right? This nigga said he retweeted it. It said, "Oh, so this ain't got nothing to do with LeBron." So I was like, damn, like this nigga.
Because
like,
you know that they're gonna come for that though. They always take it there.
That's all I'm saying.
They always take it there.
Bro, let me
like,
finish. I'll let you talk.
No,
so the
ahead.
thing is, he was like, them niggas was a 4 seed. So I was like, okay, like you said, if it's 50-50, you have to give this man credit. Just like how you giving the players credit. You can't say it's all players, but then when they don't make the playoffs, you put it on Luke. That don't make sense. I've been trying to push this point to this nigga for the whole weekend. I was like, you can't say it was all players. This nigga said verbatim in the text. The nigga said, oh, that was all the players. I ain't had nothing to do with Luke. For them being a 4 seed.
Not what I said.
That's what you said, fam.
I said, bruh, for the most part, it was the players. Now, Luke did have a hand in it, but for the most part, it was the players, bruh. Just do our talent alone.
Bruh, listen.
Read the text. That's what I said verbatim. I said Luke had a hand in it, but for the most part, it was the players. That's why I say at the end of the day, it's still 50-50 with them. After the trade rumors, who supposed to get the morale back together?
The coach.
Yeah, but you even say yourself, Kuzma. He even said himself, Kyle Kuzma still let that shit affect him.
Okay.
Coaches can't make motherfuckers play at the end of the day. They can only instill a game plan. It's on you as a player to go out there and still do the shit.
But this goes back to me saying it was still 50-50. Kuzma, he can't control Kuzma being a hoe. He can't control that. He can't control that.
He was on some sucker shit.
He was some sucker shit.
Yeah.
Like Reddy said the other week, if your name is in trades, when you still come out and still ball before potential suitors, like let's be real.
Even if you do get traded, you still want to get that big
Contract.
contract. So make yourself more valuable.
Create a market for yourself. Prove you still supposed to be in a big market team. Like that's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, when them boys was a 4 seed, he had the shit rolling with the lineups. You can't tell me they got to a 4 seed with them bullshit ass lineups. Yeah, he had some questionable lineups, but at the end of the day, you have to look at it in the totality, dog. Like, Magic Johnson deserves blame for all of this shit.
Yeah.
Yes, LeBron as the leader deserves some blame for this shit because, first of all, nigga, you didn't play no lick of defense all season, and you set the tone as the leader of the team.
He got killed on here too.
I literally seen Kuzma push this nigga to play defense on somebody just posted who is a real good 3-point shooter. Like, all of that shit, nobody be making this shit up, dog, when it come to this nigga. It don't be just put it all on him. Yeah, Luke Walton had some bad moments as a coach, but overall, he's not a trash coach. Right, niggas is saying that he's a trash coach. That's not true.
What do we both say in conclusion to all this, Mike? 50-50, right?
Oh, and that they need, and me personally, at the end of the day, they need to trade LeBron too.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Let's go back to your man's Luke. So like I said, when we first started talking about this, Luke in the same position next year. What's the conversation?
Yeah, he should have the Kings in the playoffs.
All right,
if he's not, then he's
not. That's all I want to hear. That's all. I'm not saying the nigga trash. I'm just saying the nigga, he's in a better position with this team. That's all I'm saying.
They ball out this year, man. For real.
That's all they needed was they had good coaching. I feel like that coach that they had was a good coach. I feel like next year they probably been in the playoffs. I don't know why they fired him, man. But they got the Kings got a good young core. That's all I'm saying.
That whole Lakers shit is just it's the same shit. This shit is worse than Kobe's last couple years when he was there. Man, this shit just transferred.
Last couple of years it was like that because
nobody wanted to play with him.
Nobody wanted to play with that because he was breaking apart and they couldn't pay nobody else.
And nobody wants to play with LeBron now.
All right.
So that means something. What is it about you as a player if you're so called the greatest that nobody wants to play with you now? But that fucks up the organization outlook.
Why nobody was having this conversation when nobody wanted to play with Kobe though?
We did. I had that niggas did not want to play. Matter of fact, Nelly was on First Take saying the same shit that I was preaching. Like, dog, niggas is not coming to play with Kobe Bryant, bruh.
So the Lakers is not a destination team no more.
I said that in January. Let me pull a clip. You want me to pull a clip back up?
You guys, I'm asking y'all like right now. So y'all,
Mo, I've been telling you that, bruh. I even told you in July when he signed that contract. I said that shit is not. I said come January. I said Lonzo Ball and Luke Walton will be the scapegoats for why the Lakers are the way they are. I said that in July, and look what the fuck happened. It just ain't really get on Lonzo because Lonzo ended up getting hurt.
Not the total scapegoat now. Like,
fam, yes he was. Yes he was. Yes he was, fam.
Y'all
First of all, LeBron don't respect that man as a head coach.
All right, that's between him and Luke. But we talk about in the media, like I don't see Luke being the total scapegoat, bro. I just don't see it. Luke getting his and Braun getting his. They've both been getting killed. So what we talking about? Magic getting killed? Everybody in the Lakers getting killed equally. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Nah, LeBron, the media saves LeBron, bro.
How the media save LeBron in LA and everybody saying...
It just be niggas like me on Twitter who be saying that shit.
It's niggas, it's
the media
niggas saying
that
nobody want to play with LeBron. It's plenty of niggas saying LeBron doing this, LeBron doing that. The only time I can say that there's probably been a reach to say LeBron was with the physical trainer saying...
The only people who keep it a buck with LeBron is the Herd, Colin, and Skip. As far as ESPN, like themselves, then they go like Max Kellerman. Oh my God,
Skip is obsessed with LeBron, man.
And Shannon, I really don't get because his basketball takes be so trash. Like I was
Shannon on Coons, like he on Coon watch with me, man. So.
I'm just saying, bro. Like it niggas just don't be honest when it comes to their mans. Like there's plenty of players that I like that I keep it a buck with. Like niggas know that Derrick Rose is like my nigga, and I can even say like it's been times where I was like, nah, bro, like you tripping, or this nigga laid down in a playoff game. It's like, but when it come to this nigga, it's just like, oh, the buck get passed. Like these narratives, like even KD, I have my own personal issues with. I ain't gonna say issues. Like I just outside of basketball, I can never fuck with KD. But he kept it honest when he was like, niggas don't want to go to LA to play with that nigga because of the shit that's around him. That's just being honest. So now, and here's another thing. How is it that Tyronn Lue gets fired 6 games into a season, and now all of a sudden the Lakers are calling him up for an interview? All these assistants out here that could get a job.
Didn't Tyronn win a ring?
This nigga got fired 6 games into the season, but he won a ring. So
we hold it. So what we?
Why you get fired 6 games into the season?
I don't know. We wasn't there.
But we also,
but they also looking at Monty Williams too. We not talking about that.
Yeah.
They also looking at other options too.
But also look at the relationship. The first time LeBron left Cleveland, you know what I mean. So anything that comes with LeBron leaving, you know how that owner goes, bro. He's saying fuck that dude. Everything that goes along with him, go.
Gilbert, I know, man. Hey, man.
They had David Griffin as a GM, too. LeBron fuck with David Griffin. All I'm saying is Tyronn Lue did not deserve to have no interview right out the gate with the Lakers, bro. He's not that good of a coach at all. If that's the case, Cleveland would have kept that man. You don't get fired 6 games into a season after winning a championship a year before. That shit don't happen. The only reason why he got the job was because of LeBron. David Blatt was 30-19 when he got fired.
How you only get that because of LeBron?
What you mean? That's his man's.
How's that? What prior relationship they had before he became the coach?
That nigga was the assistant coach when he first came back. He always did. They was always like in cahoots. You can even see it on the sideline of him always talking to Tyronn Lue. He would never talk to David Blatt. You be trying to avoid this shit, bruh. It's just
I'm
facts.
just asking questions because
It's facts.
I'm honestly
he
lost.
always had conversations with.
I'm lost here.
He
man.
always had conversations with Tyronn Lue on and off the court. He never talked to David Blatt. LeBron, if LeBron don't fuck with you as a head coach, he will not either he will not fuck with you or he'll try to find a way to get his person in there. Just like in Miami with Pat Riley, he did not fuck with Eric Spoelstra. He wanted Eric Spoelstra out of there. And you know what Pat Riley said? No, motherfucker, this is how we doing it. And guess who's still there to this day? Eric Spoelstra. This is not shit that people make up. This is real shit.
Last time the Heat been in the playoffs, Drew?
Since Bron left?
Yeah,
Twice.
Yeah.
That's when they still had
twice.
Bosh. Y'all still had Bosh and D-Wade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them last 2 times?
Yep.
All right. What's next, man? We start. I know it's gonna start off with sports, man. I know the female listeners gonna probably be like, man, what the fuck?
Skip.
Shout out to all the female listeners who don't be liking us talking about sports, but we still got to talk about sports, young ladies. So, you know, I ain't gonna disrespect y'all.
No, we do have to finish up because you got to get Antonio Brown out the paint, man.
What's wrong with AB?
AB post that bullshit with Juju in the DM.
Didn't Juju take shots first at AB on something?
No.
I feel like Juju trying to be on some like
that was some female shit, man.
Victim type shit.
No, that man said I did nothing but show love and respect to that man ever since he came here, and even when he got traded, I showed that man love and congratulated him. So this nigga AB proceeded to post a DM of Juju saying what? Hey man, my name Juju from USC. You know, I look up to you as a receiver, man. Hopefully you could give me some tips. This, that, and the third. Like, nigga, you proving his point. That was some whole shit, man. You just got to call a spade a spade. Antonio Brown running out now. Like, you doing too much. And you proved that man point.
So all of that negate what he been saying about the Steelers organization?
No, I'm talking about the Juju situation, period.
I mean, like I said.
Like, bro, like, he sound like he's not letting the Steelers shit go. That Juju shit is highlighting a bigger picture now. So now it's like, bro, like, you already in Oakland now. You got your money. You got what the fuck you wanted. Why would you even continue on and on with this shit, bro? Like, Juju showed you love and you proceeded to post a DM of him showing you love.
Right.
Like, you hurt.
I ain't seen that shit. So I
had sent that shit to you.
Matter of fact, yeah, you did. So, all right, yeah. In that situation, yeah, AB wrong. AB is wrong. I've been seeing some, because I've been on social media for like the past few days, so I've been seeing some shit where niggas saying Big Ben is racist.
I didn't see that.
Who said?
Yeah, I saw some shit like that also.
Who's like where is that coming from? If somebody
don't know.
text me, they will say, "Oh, Big Ben racist." I was trying to figure out where that came from.
I don't know where that came from. James Harrison said that he's a great leader, so it's a whole bunch of shit.
It's a lot of mixed up shit.
Everybody got their own personal relationship with Ben, I guess, or their own encounters with this man at the end of the day. But like, I just didn't like how AB handled that whole Juju shit. Like, nah, you don't do no shit like that, bro. Like, and then he deleted it. So it's like,
what was the point of it?
What was the point, bro? Why would you post that man personal conversation he had with you, showing you love? Like he said before that, like you obviously showing that you still something is deeper going on with his relationship with that Steelers shit. And to be honest with you, I think he's jealous of Juju.
What?
Facts.
I need to hear this theory, bro.
That man got team MVP, and also he posted this on Twitter. And this is how this whole shit started. So a Steeler fan page posted Juju because he got team MVP last year. Mm-hmm. So AB proceeded to say, man's fumbled the whole season away. Da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. So that's when Juju was like, you know what, bro? Like, keep your feelings off the internet. And then that's when the shit really started unfolding.
So you think because
he's
Juju
tight,
got the team MVP, AB thought it should have been him?
Yeah.
And
that's exactly what it is. Because you wouldn't even go that far.
He tried to diminish Juju contributions to that one fumble.
To the one fumble that lost him the season against the Saints. And that's when the DM shit came out and da-da-da. Like, bro, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny shit. First of all, that was a Steeler fan page that posted Juju being a team MVP. So you went out your way.
Yeah, you went and found that.
You went and found that shit. You went out your way to quote that shit and say, oh, man's fumbled the whole season. Like, dog, the shit happens. Motherfuckers drop passes, people fumbles, like, quarterbacks throw picks to end seasons. Like, the shit happened, bro. Like, you feel some type of way because that man was balling on the Steelers last year. That's all that shit was. And on top of that, nigga, you wasn't even playing the last 5 games. And you left halftime of the last game.
I mean, but AB kind of broke down why he ain't played the game.
Yeah, but see, now it looks different now with this whole like so.
You know what I think happened?
What's your true intentions now that you coming at this man constantly?
I feel like AB using Juju as a scapegoat because when it came down to it, it was probably a conversation had where he was like, "Yo, you know who's gonna be the number 1 option?" You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was one of them conversations.
And at the end of the day, bro, like you got what you wanted. You in Oakland now. You in the Bay. You courtside at these Warriors games. You got your guaranteed money. You the highest paid wide receiver. Why are you still talking about this Steelers shit? That's why I say something bothering. Like, yeah, you hurt, bro. Something bothering you. It's gonna be that way until he addresses it.
It's about the way he left and the way because he feels,
and Gruden went the bat for you now.
He feels slighted about that Big Ben shit too. That I would feel some type of way about that shit too because. You know, for niggas, like you say, for niggas to be saying Big Ben is a great leader, but you was throwing this man under the bus.
Yeah, facts.
He was throwing AB under the bus now, so it's like...
In no way, shape, or form am I saying that he deserves any... I'm just talking about with this Juju shit.
Right.
And how it's highlighting a bigger picture to me, in my opinion. It's highlighting something deeper, dog. Maybe it was been mixed with Juju. Getting these targets and getting these numbers and the stats that he was putting up. And the fact that how you left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you feeling some type of way.
It's a combo of shit, man. It's a combo. So I feel like what happened is him and Big Ben had beef. Big Ben probably like, nigga, fuck you. I got Juju on the other side. I'm not throwing the ball to you. So he started throwing this shit to Juju. Juju started getting off with his stats and shit like that.
Because you know what it was too? Another Steeler fan page had posted a throwback Thursday in 2015 where he had like 17 catches for 289 yards and like 3 touchdowns against the Raiders. This Antonio Brown. So like he's still like holding. He missed them boys, man.
He missed success. He don't miss the bullshit.
Yeah, he probably really don't fuck with Big Ben, but like all this other shit now is like it's getting ridiculous now.
They
but
probably didn't fuck with each other, but they coexisted.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We get off this sports shit. We got playoffs going on the rest of the day, so yeah, man. What we got next, man?
What we getting into out here in these streets?
I'm really disappointed at how this Nipsey Hussle shit ended up unfolding within our culture. Just a lot of corny shit going on. The OGs that are supposed to be the OGs in our game are really going outside. I hate to see it.
I'm a culture boy. It bothers me when the guys get to acting like the broads, man.
Yeah,
it bothers me.
Yeah, it's just like I'm to the point now. Even with game, like even with him, like nothing he does surprises me anymore.
Niggas issuing threats with filters.
We got T.I.
What kind of sassy thug move is that?
Even with T.I., like this whole shit with Kodak, and it's just too much extra shit. Like you making a diss track about Kodak, what appeared to be a diss track. There was a snippet, and it's like, dog, like if you learned his lesson from the last
diss track he tried to do.
If anything, you should have did a track honoring it, bro. Like, why are you even giving Kodak energy if you feeling this type of way about this man?
Tearing each other down in the midst of
this man dying. Like this man, my whole thing at the end of the day, like this man
even want all the shit going on.
This man dead, bro. This man dead. Like, and we doing like y'all doing all this extra dumb shit,
using this man's death as a means to feud with each other.
Yeah, and then
like this shit is corny to me,
like
bro.
even when he died, and we didn't get a chance to talk about that either because we had missed last week. Just like I'm tired of people using George Zimmerman as a reason to like be highlighting the reason why black people be getting killed.
That
like,
shit is corny.
If y'all want this man dead, you go kill that man.
Go kill this nigga, bro. And then T.I. talking about certain people call plays and certain people play and which people ride the bench. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
the whole thing is, if you want this man dead, you go kill that man.
Get the fuck on, bro. Like, get that fake enlightened shit on, bro. Like,
every time, dog.
You got caught with all these guns. You got caught with all these guns and 0 bodies, my nigga. You got caught with all these semi-automatics. You go kill George Zimmerman, nigga. You know the guns at.
That's the shit I really don't like, bro.
No,
we just being real, bro. Like, at the end of the day, the shit corny, man.
You know where all the guns at. You go kill this man, bro. You on Instagram with this fake encryption shit you trying to talk like nigga, get that corny shit on. Like you didn't learn your lesson from the last time when you tried to do this fake Gucci boycott. Like
for 3 months.
For 3 fucking months, 3 months over. I've seen thousands of niggas wear Gucci, bro. Then you picking random niggas off the street and you approaching them with this big ass pea coat, trying to tell these niggas they shouldn't wear Gucci belts. But nigga, you have no boxes of Aku for these men. You ain't giving these niggas a different means. You just in their face telling them you look better than them. You're not an OG, my nigga. Then you're taking Kodak Black Shrine out of a trap museum. What point is that proving? What point is that proving?
When trap music highlight way worse shit than what he said.
You can go to trap museum and take a fake picture in front of a stove like as you're cooking crack. So what point is that proving? Where's the victory there? That's a real question.
Nah, that's facts.
Like, let's be real here.
Take a Kodak out of there.
What does that prove?
Take a Kodak out of there.
And you playing Gucci song in the background and this nigga's dissed your wife. So what are we talking about?
Gucci dissed his wife before?
What Kind of King with y'all go listen to Gucci What Kind of King, man. That's all I'm
saying. What year that was?
That was like 08, 09.
I was singing about 08, 09. I don't think I really heard that song.
Because T.I. had beef with Gucci and Shawty Lo at the same time.
Yeah, he did.
And I think Gucci ended up going to jail, so he just went at Shawty Lo hard.
I remember the Shawty Lo beef more than the Gucci beef, to be honest.
Yeah, that was like the first, like, if we want to be real, that was like the first like current beef to be on the internet like all the time. Like that was like the first like social media.
Really?
Beef.
I remember the Shawty Lo shit more than the Gucci and T.I.
That's what I'm talking about, the Shawty Lo shit.
Oh, okay.
I think that was like the first beef that was really like, because you gotta think like when World Star like was like popping. Like it wasn't really no beefs like that being documented all the time.
Yeah,
like, that was like the first beef. Like you can go on World Star and like see the What's Up What's Happening video. Like it was all kind of shit coming out like from Bone Homes and shit like that. Like, but yeah, going back to T.I., man, like that shit is. Like,
this shit is whack. Like even as an OG in the rap game, it's like dog, it was way better way. And like I said before, and like I said on Twitter, Kodak was way out of line for his comments and the timing of it. That was the biggest thing. It was like the timing of it, him posting it on live, because at the end of the day, he still went and posted on live. But like in the midst of Nip dying, it was a way better way to handle that shit. You could have called this man. You could have DM'd him. And we live in, and this is how I know if we had Instagram and social media and all this shit back then, niggas would not have been doing all of this shit that they say they counter against. Like, I ain't with all that internet shit. But y'all get on the internet within our culture, and bring down these same dudes. That man is 22, 23 years old. Like, you as an OG could have just DM'd that man, or even fuck all that, just pull up on him by himself. Nobody even would have had to known about it. If you felt that strongly about Lauren London, like how you say, you would have pulled up on that man, or you would have approached him or got his contact information. You would not have put that shit on Instagram
Kodak
for everybody to see.
Nigga said you could have called me, dog, but you ain't about to try to little boy me.
Exactly, like that's what anybody people talk. Like I see some people say, "Oh, if it was you, yeah, if it was me, I would have DM'd that man, or I would have called that man myself, and I've been like, hey, bro, like you out of line." And it ain't even had to go. It don't even always gotta divert to no violence. You could just simply check that man. Like
men can talk and
without it going to blows, bro. But for you to involve all this shit in game, you should be the last person to even be talking about that, because you just try to come off of two women who one is engaged, one is married, and you talking about you gonna drop a sex tape. But you talking about, oh, you new, what's wrong with you new niggas? Nigga, you the new nigga.
These women
what are we talking about right now?
These women have moved on and established families.
And they don't even be giving you no energy, bruh. Zero energy. I'm glad they did not respond to that man. But for you to sit up there and talking about, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you new niggas? No, nigga, you the new nigga.
But see, this we revert
like,
back.
This shit is getting out of hand, bruh. Like y'all are 40-something years old.
Yeah, man.
The young rappers are, y'all, they supposed to be the ones that, y'all supposed to be the ones that they looking up to.
I'm going to go back to it because, like, I always, like, listen to, you know, Nipsey interviews. I've been listening to a lot of Nipsey interviews, and you know, he kind of said a lot of shit on his last Big Boy Neighborhood interview. He basically was saying, like, you know, niggas gonna say like crazy shit, out of line shit, but it's the energy you give it. You know what I'm saying? That give it wheels. So Kodak was out of line, like both of us had said. So had that shit not even been addressed or given energy, or like we said, been addressed behind the scenes, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you the shit that you give energy gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
And then the thing is like I always said, like, this man is gone, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we should be
gone.
celebrating.
We should be celebrating his life.
What he gave us and all this shit.
We
but
shouldn't
then,
be dealing with another feud. So that's another point. So I always look at like the publications that we got too. So I'm looking at Baller Alert. They simultaneously posting, you know, Nipsey remembering Nipsey clips, and you know, people speaking out about Nipsey, and y'all still feeding into. Y'all at the same time, y'all still posting the game issuing threats, T.I. threats, Kodak, whatever Kodak got to say.
You fueling
like
it.
y'all both, you gotta pick a fucking side, bro. You gotta pick a side.
Because then when somebody get hurt, then y'all gonna say, oh, we need to stop the violence. It be all these blog pages be doing that.
Yeah, so
and
it's
like that's why I had stopped.
Y'all posting both of these shit.
That's
at
the
same
main reason
time.
why I had stopped following that shit. Now I see it still on my Explore page. You see it and shit like that. But it's like, bro, like y'all post all this shit, and then if somebody, now let's just say, God forbid, something happened between Kodak and T.I. Somebody got hurt.
Now it's gonna be remembering either one of them two. Now y'all posting throwback clips of them, and potentially still posting whatever fallout from their situation as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a never ending cycle. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas,
like, you constantly posting game threats to Kodak, T.I. threats to Kodak replying to them. Like, that shit don't do nothing. It don't do nothing. And getting on the again,
cycle,
getting
bro,
on
like,
the internet and addressing niggas, dog. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, it's way better ways to handle shit, dog. A simple drop the number in the DM. Drop the location in the DM. Whatever it is that you want to do, and link up with these dudes and have these conversations. Like I said, they don't got to come down to no violence. Men can sit down and have a conversation. That shit could have simply went be like, hey, you know what? I respect you, you know, what you doing for the rap game and all that shit. But I felt like your comments about Lauren and Nip at that time was
and we talking face to face.
Yeah.
We ain't on no.
I just wanted to let you know that. And going forward, bro, you should watch how you say things and the timing of things. I guarantee you a nigga would take that way Kodak would have respected that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, bro, like,
you getting on the internet saying, "Oh, fix that shit, man, fix that shit."
Yeah,
no,
like,
what type of energy you think Kodak gonna give you back, knowing what type of person he is?
Even if a nigga know he wrong, just you even coming at him crazy like that, like, it's like,
just the way that just because you came at me like that, nigga, now what?
Nigga, fuck you.
And that's exactly what Kodak said. So now what are we really talking about? It's just gonna be a never ending going back and forth with the bullshit. But motherfuckers want to pick and choose. But then you be the same one talking about, oh, you niggas ain't tough. Y'all niggas kill each other. But then you won't go kill Zimmerman. But you got all this energy for fucking Kodak. That shit don't. That's the shit that I'm talking about. That shit don't make fucking sense.
Shit corny, man.
The shit whack.
Hey, man, all I gotta say is, man, how you finna come for a sniper when you was a booty shaker?
That shit was crazy when I saw that shit on the TL on Twitter.
Doo-doo Brown.
Nick Kodak said he was doing Doo-doo Brown, bro.
50 had to get you off the pole. Holy. Let me quit, because we right on the bullshit. Let me quit.
At the end of the day, man, R.I.P. to Nip, man.
Yeah, man.
And, like, I just appreciate all the gems that he gave us. Like, that man did so much for his community, dog. Like, I mean, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Niggas should
be aspiring to be a fifth of what Nipsey is, and we'll be in a way better situation, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And another trend I was seeing going on is like comparing.
Niggas don't know what Sage is.
Oh, I'm gonna get on that too. But
niggas don't even know what Sage
like
is.
comparing Tupac and Nip and all this other shit. Like, man, listen. At the end of the day, Tupac even said himself. He said, "I might not change the world, but I might spark the brain that might change the world." And Nip was just one of those dudes.
Nip's
like they both impacted. They both had the same impact in different eras, bro.
Only reason why, and I'm not even going to compare what they did because
no,
at the end
it's
of the
not.
day,
It don't matter.
it don't even matter. But at the end of the day, we still forget that Tupac was killed in his mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even get to a lot of.
He didn't reach 30.
He didn't reach his 30s. We don't know.
He didn't reach his post 20s. That man was 25.
Like, he didn't get to his late 20s. We don't know, because I feel like, in my opinion, this is just me speaking from a fan point of view. I feel like Tupac was going to transcend music. I don't even feel like he was going to even be rapping like that after he's probably. I feel like after the Machiavelli album, he probably gave us 1, maybe 2 more albums. Mm-hmm. So like going to the 2000s, Pac wasn't even about to be fucking rapping no more, bro. Like that's how I honestly feel. I just feel he would have been on a different type of time. He was already getting there.
He was.
So it's like,
and he was already transitioning to try to do his own. Like he wanted to have his own movie company, all kind of shit.
Already, people forget he
was laying bricks.
He already had like plenty movies under his belt, good movies at that.
And he always wanted to keep the shit within like his peoples, like so, always keeping everything. Like it's pointless to be doing all that shit.
Again, we tearing down each other and to make someone else look better, and that's just corny. Like we just got to get off that shit, man. Pop.
Just like with the whole Future shit, and there was another rapper that I didn't like had something to say. Daylight, the battle rapper, when he was talking about like, oh yeah, I see all these niggas with these videos talking about how real Nip was and da 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 da. If you wasn't doing what Nip was doing, like nigga, what are you doing? Like that goes back to like niggas always. Who are you to tell somebody who they can mourn and who they can't? Motherfuckers have a right to mourn Nip, regardless of whatever relationship you feel they did or didn't have with that man. Need to stop doing that shit. All this, if you wasn't doing what Nip was doing, you ain't real like how he was. Dog, everybody contribute to within their circle or to their fans, however that they want to. You are nobody to judge who is giving back or who is doing what Nip was doing. Nip was Nip, period. Everybody wasn't gonna do what Nip was doing. Like that shit is whack. Niggas need to stop making them videos every time somebody pass talking about, oh, well, if you wasn't doing what he was doing, you ain't real with him, or oh, y'all wasn't doing. Like, dog, stop, man. That shit whack. Everybody contribute in their own way of fashion, bro. And if you didn't, you didn't. Who are you to say that man can't pay his respects to that man? Every rapper is not gonna give back to the community. It just is what it is, bro. They might be giving back in other ways. So like when Future said, when he was in the comments on the Young Scooter post, like, yeah, I give motivation and, you know, I be trying to get a game and da-da-da. Everybody's like, oh, only thing you gave us was how to mix codeine and da-da-da.
That's
that man
definitely
could be
not.
talking about, that man could be talking about within his circle.
Because he definitely was under his best friend's post talking about that.
Yeah, so like
and,
everybody
and
always
going to the
talk.
music, I mean, cut you off, Mike. Going to the music, that's not all that Future talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all, again, niggas is highlighting a specific Future's been on record saying plenty of times, I'm sober now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might hit a little weed here and there, but I do not fuck with none of that shit no more. Like, that's strictly for content. So that just let me know y'all only want to listen to what y'all want to listen to. Y'all listen to those songs only. Y'all don't listen to when he talk about the struggle sleeping on the floor and Kirkwood trying to get out of there. You don't listen to none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just want to listen to the codeine raps, the Xanax bars. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all want to listen to. That's what y'all subscribe to.
Yeah, man, like I said, even outside of that, like you don't know what he could be telling his circle, like people within his, everybody, like I said, everybody give back the way that they want to give back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it don't always have to be on public, because on public display, you can't, Future didn't have anything that, okay, well, he did this for this community or this, even like with Young Thug and other, that man was just loved by everybody.
Right.
So you can't sit up there and say, oh, who are you to tell somebody who they can and how they should mourn and all that just because they didn't do what that man was doing. That man was just made different. He just did it his way. And his way could be more impactful in other ways. That's not for me to judge, but everybody give back. There's probably somebody that Future life that changed their life and y'all don't know that.
Right.
Y'all just going off of what he said under his post and y'all took it and equated that to music. Me personally, when I first saw the comment, I thought he was talking about niggas in his circle, not the fans.
Because he was under his best friend's post. That's like if I post something under your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking. That wasn't my specific post that I made where I'm saying, yo, I inspired all y'all. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We just need to stop that shit. Everybody, every time.
It's a lot of reaching. It's a lot of reaching. It's a lot of fake, like hyper tough shit, man. Like fake, like hyper gangster shit on the internet, and it's fake. It's rooted in fakeness, bro. Like going back to the game, my nigga. Like, who you think you really intimidating? Like issuing threats with a fucking Snapchat filter on your shit. Like, so you recorded that, and then you was like, "Oh, I wonder which filter look better on here."
This shit is getting out of hand.
Then you go and take a picture in the middle of Nipsey Memorial in front of the store. So you moving all these people candles and shit like that. They cars they probably written, like showing respect to this man and his family.
That picture was nutty.
So you can take a photo op. This is one of the last things I saw on Twitter before I got off for a few days. I saw Kurt. Shout out my nigga Slim. Slim was like, he quoted the picture. He was like, "Hey, y'all get the fuck out the way so I can take this picture."
And all the people was behind the gate, and he's just
everybody like, behind the gate. What makes you feel like you so fucking special, bro? When I saw that picture, I was like, man, this nigga need to drive off a cliff, bro.
People should just take the picture of the shit itself.
Take the
they
picture.
Don't insert themselves.
Why are you in the middle of that shit, bro? Why are you in the middle of that shit? That's not for that. Obviously, if it's gated off,
that ain't for you.
That's not for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That's not for nobody, bro. The gate. That's common knowledge, my nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying?
You have a
like,
visual. Everybody posts put their candles or whatever there, and then they back up.
That's like basically the sanctuary space.
Yeah.
So like, why are you in the middle of that shit?
Shit crazy, man. Shit
Honestly,
wild.
bro, if I been one of that nigga people, like, bro, like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. What are you doing?
And then it just like, a lot of shit just seemed tasteless when you post it on the internet. Just like again with T.I., like, oh yeah, breaking and register at Marathon. Like, okay, bro, like we get it. Like we get it. You see what I'm saying? Like
you could have tweeted that.
You see what I'm saying? Like
I just showed love to the Marathon store. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, like all that extra shit, it don't seem like it's genuine, bro. Like, I ain't never seen no post before than any other time of you in the Marathon store. So what make it different now?
I done seen plenty of niggas like check into the Marathon store. I never seen Tip check in. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, like it really don't even matter at this point. Nip getting his flowers here and gone, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We just gotta highlight the corny shit that's around it because niggas trying to insert themselves as like these big homie, like, you know, in these big homie situations, or these like, you know, put themselves as like these niggas, and they really not these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, dog, like y'all a lot older, and you been in the game longer. Like, you know, like I would assume for y'all to know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot more going forward. Things should be handled a lot more better instead of just running to the internet with everything. Everything don't got to be addressing for everybody to see. It
would have hurt seeing T.I. act like this in 2005. But I'm grown now, so it don't matter now. So
yeah, definitely. It's just a lot of shit that could be addressed behind closed doors, and that we don't really. You know how much shit could have been addressed behind closed doors that us as a people didn't have to see.
Instead of making a diss track to Kodak, you could have made a tribute song for Nipsey.
Yeah, big fact.
That's how you switch the energy. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Or anybody who was really shit. If anything, y'all could have did like a feature or something. Yeah, everybody who was fucking with Nib, like, whether it be me,
also
the game.
We love Big Papa type shit.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like, you could have get the game, you could have get Meek, you could have get T.I., you could have get all y'all together, get in the booth and do a tribute to this man. Everybody spit a verse. That shit would have been classic.
And give proceeds to the family.
Facts.
That's how you be a big homie. We just
facts.
We just cracked the code in under 5 minutes, but niggas want to get on the internet.
We just upload it and make it threats to Kodak. That's not how you handle that shit, dog.
That's not how you do this shit. We just gave the solution to this shit, and we just regular niggas out of Charleston, and these niggas is 40 years old issuing threats, recording themselves on an app.
And I'm 27.
Instead of getting, you know, behind the scenes and making these calls.
Yeah,
but what do we know though?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Everything can be cured through the music, bro. Music is the number one, in my opinion, is the number one healer when it comes to certain shit, especially when it comes to people dealing with trauma and all that shit. Like, that would have been a dope thing to do, to have a tribute track for this man. Get everybody on that shit. Like, just a big mix, dog. Like, we do features. Y'all do features and tracks or everything else. Why you can't do it? This would have been a perfect time to do some shit like that. Even a video would have been even better. But, hey. Well, y'all continue to upload shit on the internet and make the shit worse.
Bro, what do we know, man?
This This shit is wild, man.
Shit corny, man.
So another funny shit that I had saw on the TL this week was with Boosie, man. Boosie got tight because his sales wasn't reflecting his engagement on
My
Instagram.
man Boosie dropped Badass 3.5 and sold 300 physical copies.
Damn, that was the official number.
300 physical copies, and he wasn't happy about that shit. And this is another reason why it takes you to think about Lyor Cohen yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to tie this all in. Like, you know, Boosie is a Southern legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's well known. You know, he do shows all the time and shit like that. But at the end of the day, that don't take away from the groundwork that you still got to do when you dropping a project. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta, like, for Boosie to be the personality that he is on Instagram and you know, as popular as he is on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot, he should be doing more interviews. He should be on Breakfast Club. He should be on Lip Service, you know, before this album comes out, so he can give us some content so we can know that Badass 3.5 was coming out. Maybe you wouldn't have sold 300 physical copies, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I go back to Young Thug, because Thug is, again, popular on the internet, popular everywhere. But whenever he drop a project, the sales don't equate to how popular he is. This is why I say Lyor kind of had it right with Young Thug. Excuse me. He wanted Young Thug to do the groundwork. We all know that Thug is a superstar. We all know Boosie's a legend. But if you're not doing the groundwork and doing the actual promotion as an artist that you're supposed to do, your project's gonna fall by the wayside, especially in this era of music. You know what I'm saying? Niggas drop shit every week. So it's like, where you gonna match up at it? And they doing these media runs. Thug, I don't think Thug has done a media run for any project he's ever dropped. I didn't know Boosie was dropping a project until I saw the viral video of him, you know, mad at his sales. You have a viral video about your sales where you could have had several viral videos before the project even dropped. Y'all get what I'm trying to say?
No, yeah. I'm with you. I'm following you.
See, they spend too many time entertaining the bullshit instead of promoting themselves and what they have going on.
Boosie got
but the thing about Boosie, that's his brand. The bullshit is his brand.
So when people follow you for that and then you try to push your music, be like, nah, nigga, we follow you because you do this and you post these funny videos. That's why you really got to manage. If you an artist, manage what the fuck that you put on your Instagram feed. Because that's when you gonna realize what your follow engagement really is for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you always on the internet and you a rap artist and then you make people laugh and da-da-da-da, but then when you post something, like, you might not get that much engagement or likes or comments or posts, and that shit reflect your sales. You just got to really go back to what you really on it for.
Right.
Are you going to use Instagram to be funny to the people? Because you got 5.7 million followers.
Equated to 300 physical.
And remember, I always ask that question on this podcast, like, even going back to previous episodes about, should your followers on Instagram reflect your music sales? So a lot of the times you have people who out of them 5.7, dog, like, if you only selling 300 physical copies, that says a lot.
Yeah, 300 is crazy to me. Didn't A Boogie have like the same amount though? Like, yeah, like 200 or 300 physical.
Even mixed with,
his project was number one though.
Yeah, and even mixing with that, like you said, times is different. So unless you're not really that impactful, you really ain't gonna move units like that. But with the way Bootsy is in music, he should be selling way more than that.
Should be selling way more, especially if he's still got shows every weekend. Like, you still have shows, you still, you know, you're still a marketable asset. That's what I'm trying to say. So you should be like more accessible, like, content wise. Like, why don't you have like a podcast? Why don't you have like more means of promotion?
That for your music.
For your music, man. Nigga, like, you should be doing this shit yourself.
I just found that shit
instead of, you know, like, I get it. The
and the video, and like you said, the video itself went viral.
That's what I'm saying. The video
of you
viral.
ranting about why you not getting the sales you not getting.
But if you was on your job, you could have had several viral moments before the project even dropped, plugging the project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you would have sold way more than 300 physical copies.
That's what I say. You got to keep pushing it. And the ones who fuck with it gonna fuck with it. And the ones who not, they'll leave. But then you'll get what you want.
That's life.
Exactly.
That's life.
Push it until they get sick of that shit, dog. Like, you just got to keep promoting. If you looking for the numbers, dog, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to keep pushing your music, shove it down their fucking throat. But if you giving them the opposite shit and that shit ain't really reflecting what you want, then that's on you as an artist.
Agreed wholeheartedly, bro. And I love Boosie, but you can't really cry about that shit, bro. Like, you just can't. Like I said, I didn't know he even had a project out until I saw the video. I was like, this nigga dropped a CD? I didn't know that.
It be a lot of that sometimes with certain artists, like, cause that's another reason why too. That's another reason why I really don't follow a lot of artists on Instagram,
right?
Cause they really don't be pushing their music.
It be the other shit.
It be the other shit.
But see, that's what it is. Like that's the times like with the Instagram, like you said, it's hard. It's hard for people to balance that shit because they do want to. At the end of the day, we follow them for their artistry, but at the end of the day, you follow them on their personal. That's still their personal like platform. At the end of the day, so they still want to share their life. You know, the funny shit, the bullshit, and the music shit. It's just what you subscribe to from that person.
Facts. Like Jeezy's one of my favorite. I never followed Jeezy on Instagram, but I know when he drops some music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
At least you're gonna hear something on the radio from him. At least.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like,
and that's another thing. You gotta put some money behind a single. Get your shit on the radio. I haven't heard a Boosie song on the radio since he got out of jail.
I thought that boils down to more if the artist, if the radio station wants to play the music.
Yeah, but you still gotta put the money to promote the single. That's what I'm saying. Like you still gotta promote the song. If you're not promoting those songs, you're not getting no features with nobody for people to even for radio to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like the radio still gotta pick its song up. So if you're not promoting a song for it to get popular for stations to pick it up, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you got the money to do it.
He definitely got the money.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what you crying about?
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. I mean, even like with Jay having Tidal now, that's another reason why that he created Tidal, because it was more pro artists. So like even like they get more proceeds back as far as and I think like even like because Tidal is big on playlists too, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of original content on there too.
You can just create, you as an artist, you could create like a whole new playlist yourself to help promote your shit.
I didn't know that. That's what's up though.
You should be able to. If somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, like why not? A lot of people got Tidal now.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about switching the Tidal.
100%.
I'm gonna keep Apple because
I'm
on a family plan, so I don't pay for my Apple. You know what I'm saying? So
nigga got the family plan for Apple, bro.
I know. Hey man, I'm in the mob. Bro.
I ain't mad at it now, but shit, how you get the family plan for Apple?
My people got the family plan. They just added me on there.
I didn't even know they had that shit.
Yeah, they got family. If you go on your shit, they got like different options. They got a family plan on there. I don't pay for my Apple Music, so I feel like I can give Hov what is that, 15 a month, 7 a month, or some shit like that.
I don't know how much time it is a month. How much time is a month? I only got Apple.
Oh, so I wouldn't switch 100% because, like you said, I love Apple Music, but I do be like, damn, like I'm looking at Tidal, they kind of killing that shit because you can do the same shit, and they got all the podcasts on one app. They got all the underground shows. They got all kind of content on there. So it's like, you know, it kind of fall in comparison a little bit as far as like the culture.
I feel you. How you feel about Kevin Hart stand up?
I ain't peep it yet, but I haven't seen niggas say it ain't hitting on nothing. You saw it?
Yeah.
How you feel about it? Cut the throat?
Yeah, man, get that shit out of here. Like the same old talking about the kids and all the family shit. Like I get it.
Did he talk about the cheating scandal and all that?
No.
Damn, you ain't talking about that? No, Kevin ain't keeping it real. He ain't keeping it real. Every comedian talks about that type
like
of shit.
It's the same redundant shit over and over. It's
my kids did this.
Yeah, the kids. Like the kids and all that shit. Like that shit is getting tired and all. But I get it. Like, you know, you selling out. I give him credit where credit's due. He's the number one comedian in the world. Just like for me personally, I ain't really fucking with him. He just don't move me.
Is he number one off of
numbers? That's what he chased, numbers.
All right, that's all I'm saying. Cause it ain't.
And then like another thing too, like, and I think I forgot who mentioned it. I think my nigga JT had mentioned it. How like he be on the internet crying about that shit. Like he'll get on there and be like, how people got negative shit to say about it, fam. You a comedian.
He tried to pull that card, Mike Epps.
like, fam, you a comedian, dog. Everybody's not gonna find you funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. And most people feel that you are funny because you cater to the white people. It just is what it is. That's people's opinion, dog. At the end of the day, it's comedy. To me, it ain't that fucking deep. You still getting your money at the end of the day. You still selling out arenas. Let people have their opinions about your art, bro. Like, you gonna get critique, bro.
Bro, when you in any field,
and you the biggest nigga, you gonna get critique.
You open yourself up for opinions.
So either A, you know you're not really hitting like that.
You know that. That's why that affect him.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
see what I'm saying? Like, dog, like
he probably like, damn, I pay the Red Cup boys to write all these jokes for me, and niggas ain't feeling them. I want to make heads roll because these my niggas, but damn, I'm getting killed on the internet. Niggas think I ain't funny no more.
When did he stop? You still think he funny?
He got his moments. I ain't gonna say like the nigga just horrible, but his stand-up's not really hitting like that no more at all. He like I
think his strong point is probably just his movies, man.
That's what I'm saying. His movies,
bro.
His movies, and like
you you not Kevin Hart from 08, 09 no more. Like you a different nigga now. Like
he's reached that superstar status.
You getting calls for movies every year.
He forgot how to keep that edge, like you said, that 09, 08 edge. Like he was kind of unknown around that time, so he could say a lot more. He could be more free.
Like status wise, like he would be like Eddie Murphy of this era because Eddie was the same type. Like he was always in the movie. Like he started with Killing with the Stand. Then he was doing all the movies.
But Eddie still kept his.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Eddie
the only
was
difference.
still Eddie at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even in that when
was still hilarious.
When Eddie had that run of movies, like Eddie Park could still give us a delirious.
I don't honestly think Eddie got one whack stand up, bro.
No, he don't. He got all his stamps are classics.
You see what I'm saying? But
all of them shit.
You can. It's widely known that Kevin Hart got some bad stand ups.
Yeah, like he's on a streak of bad ones now.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But like with Eddie is like, for you to be kind of like that guy of this era, like of course you in all the movies, and you still doing your stand-ups are not hitting. So like people are saying these things for a reason.
It's gonna come back to the stand-up because that's your art. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? So
like you didn't start off being in the movie. That's just like with the Will Smith shit. Like Will Smith is not a fucking comedian, my nigga. Like
nah, he's not.
He's a movie, a TV star. I don't expect for him to get up on the stage.
Who started that? Because Will Smith was never.
I don't know who started. They was comparing. Matter of fact, I think
he's funny.
Y'all was talking about
he's
the money
funny
shit.
now. He is funny.
Yeah, but he's not a comedian.
He's not a. That's not his.
I'm not trying to see Will Smith stand up on the stage for an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not his.
No,
that's not where he come from.
He's not cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool.
That's good. Everybody excel at certain things. And my whole thing is, dog, like, going forward, that's your strong point, my nigga, then just do the fucking movies. Or switch up your content with your stand-up.
Switch the
niggas
content
is tired of
up,
hearing
man,
the whole
like,
family jokes and, man, like, the shit is getting dead now.
For him to have, like, all this, because he got, you had the cheating scandal and shit. Like, why he ain't talk about that?
Use that shit, bro. You know why? Because it probably would have hit home.
Man, fuck all that, man.
The shit happened,
it
bro.
Happened,
Use
bro.
it.
Like that's
what make a comedian special,
yeah,
bro. It's like when they trip off of the shit that really happened, bro.
You gotta trip off. Like that's the part. That's the beauty of comedy, turning pain into laughter. So it's like, you know,
even on Laughing My Pain, my nigga, you still was talking about your kids. Like that was like that's the foundation of his jokes now. It's like it's the kids and the family shit.
I had a friend and he had a baby and I had a baby.
My nigga, he used that. Except did you know he called it this time this special baby or something like that.
Like come on, man.
Like the special baby come around like fam like snooze fest.
Come on, man. Come on.
But like at the end of the day, I like.
Where do you rank Kevin Hart like all time in comedians? It's 10 better comedians than him. Period. Like all time. Is Kevin even top 20 comedian?
You talking about personally, or if I had to rank him?
If we had to rank Kevin,
if I had to, then I would have to put him top 10 based off of
numbers.
Yeah, based on everything that he's done. Because at the end of the day, people, regardless of how you may feel, people do find him funny.
No, people do find him funny, and at the end of the day,
he's selling out.
He opened a lot of doors like for social media with comedians too.
Yeah,
so you can't take that from him.
I can't. So I would have to rank him top 10. But me personally, he's not in my top 10.
You not?
No.
He ain't in my top 10 personal neither.
But
I respect what he's done for like the up and comers.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes he kind of like Cardi B with his shit. Because it's like, bro, like, if y'all so big on these numbers, why y'all worrying about what people are saying?
That's what I'm saying. If you so big on the numbers, you should
Chase
give
your
a fuck what I
numbers,
gotta
my nigga.
say.
Yeah.
Like, chase your numbers.
Chase your numbers.
You know when you drop this.
Don't worry about the quality.
Yeah,
then.
don't worry about quality.
If you continue to sell out, stop addressing this shit,
and
nigga.
Obviously, that's where he was at because you gotta think this nigga had a movie dropping every 2 months. So obviously, you don't give a fuck about what niggas say
About your stand up, or stop doing stand up.
Yeah, stop doing.
And just focus. Just focus on that.
Go to your strong point.
I just feel like a lot of the times, like that's how I feel like. I know an artist know when they really ain't hitting. Just like when Nicki, when she used to have her rants, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm number one this, number one that," but then you be complaining about how niggas talking about your raps. Yeah, your raps not hitting.
We know you're number one and all
yeah,
that shit.
we know you one of the biggest rap icons all the time.
We're talking about the quality of the work. We're not talking about your numbers. We know that you're gonna hit these numbers. We know that just based off the work.
You a legend. You already a legend.
Like, we're not taking none of that from you, but we're talking about your content in the current right now.
Your skill, like dog. I feel like a lot of the times when them boys hit a certain plateau, they get lazy with their craft. That's what it is, and they don't be really wanting to address that shit. But that's what the fuck it really is at the end of the day. A lot of y'all rappers and comedians, when y'all reach a certain plateau, y'all start getting lazy with y'all fucking craft, and it just is what it is. Nicki Minaj, it happened with her. Yeah, you got lazy with your pen. Kevin Hart, you got lazy with your jokes. Yes, y'all are icons and y'all respective fields, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
It is, and that's all it is. That's all we're saying because at the end of the day, we're not used to seeing legends like tail off like that in the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to.
No, not really.
What do you mean?
Not really. No, I like I said, we're not really used to seeing that.
Seeing that like that. So of course when we see it, like we gotta talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
because you know how the most popular thing be like. The first couple of albums always be that artist they best work.
Yeah, because they hungry then. They hungry. Once you done copped a few Rolls Royces, you done copped, you know that you got it. Now
you feel like you ain't got nothing left to prove.
It's kind of secondary.
And like I ain't knocking it. You see what I'm saying? But like
just leave it where it's at then.
Just leave it where it's at.
You don't got that same passion.
And it depends on within that run what you did within that choir. Like I always get into this debate with Steve. Like shout out my nigga Steve from Cleveland. Me and him we never see eye to eye on Lil Wayne. I done charge that to the game. We'll never see eye to eye on Wayne because his biggest thing, he ain't dropped a dope album in 10 years and this, that, and the third. I'm like,
10
okay,
years?
that's cool. That's what he said. That's his opinion. So I let him have his opinion.
That's debatable.
So I'd be like, okay, man, that's fine. At the end of the day, within that time frame, what he did is the reason why he's number 2 on my list.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like nobody had a run in the impact and the way he was rapping within that time frame like Wayne did it. The only other person that did it like that was Hove. There's nothing else to really discuss. I didn't give a fuck what Wayne gave me after No Ceilings because after No Ceilings, I feel like you know what I said? I said, no, you know what? I'm done. Nobody can ever talk to me about Wayne. Like
No Ceilings solidified his. Yeah. Like that was like his.
That was a closing. That was the, like. Yeah, like I don't have nothing else to prove to y'all niggas.
But he still, in my opinion, because Rebirth,
he still gave us. Yeah,
Rebirth was a good album.
I really didn't like Rebirth. I liked a few songs on there.
I like that album, bro. Like niggas clown me, but I like Rebirth is a good album.
I'm Not a Human Being was good.
I'm Not a Human Being was a very solid album.
Yeah, number 2 I wasn't really fucking with, and like I'm not biased. Like there's plenty of Wayne projects I don't fuck with. Plenty.
I don't fuck with a lot of the mixtapes after No Ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
And
I did a No Ceilings too, you know.
I've been vocal, I don't fuck with that.
Dedication, like 5, no.
And I feel 4, like he kind of tarnished the
6 was pretty good though.
That's the last one.
That was the last one. Right. 6 was pretty good.
That's when he rapping over the Family Feud beat and all that.
And then he really got back into his old back when he was rapping with Jewels on Bloody Mary. So I always used to tell people that it's like Wayne can really get back.
It's still there.
It's still there. Don't get it. I just think the way he rap now, he don't give a fuck. So he just. But don't get it twisted. I really feel like he could get a nigga like back on some Carter 2, Carter 3 vibes.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga, cause he got that song with Lil Pump. That nigga gave Lil Pump he gave Lil Pump a verse, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga went crazy on that Lil Pump song.
Yeah, facts. Wayne can still. I still feel like he get like Carter and Carter 5 is a very good album, bro. Like it ain't a classic.
We never said it was a classic.
It's a good album.
It was
fam.
good. It's good to see him. It was good to see him working.
Yeah, you know like that man had give us music like in 5 years prior to that, like 2013, 14.
That's all we've been saying, bro.
Yeah, like it was good to see Wayne give us like that mixtape he had before the Carter 4. Sorry for the Wait. That was a good fucking mixtape.
That was good.
So like, it's just like it depends on what you did within your time frame and your what you would say like your prime years. You see what I'm saying? Like T.I. had prime years, Jeezy had prime years, like all of them. Like I really didn't fuck with Jeezy last couple of projects. Now T.I. last album, Dine Trap, that shit was good.
That last album was good.
That shit was good as fuck. Like I fuck with Dine Trap. That was a really good down to the production, the just the overall theme of the whole album. Like that shit was hitting. That was a real good album. But like some of these artists, like you said, when they reach a certain plateau, like they tail off. Like it just is what it. Like Nas, there's another debate that me and Steve was having. He know Nasir was trash, and that nigga tried to push that album on me for about 3. I told that nigga, I said, you're not gonna be listening to the album about 3-4 months. He finally gave in. Eventually, was like, yeah, that shit went. And like, nigga, yeah, I know.
Niggas be hard headed now. Niggas be hard headed when they trying to prove a point.
He fuck with Nas. Like Nas is
right.
like, but like
a
Nas know that shit was trash, bro.
It was Steve a little older than us, so like that's his prime.
That's when his goats.
Like,
yeah. That's like that might be his goat if I'm not mistaken. But he'll correct me if I'm wrong on that. But like, yeah, that shit just wasn't. Even with Ye, Life of Pablo, niggas, that shit was whack.
Life of Pablo not a bad album.
Okay, it's not a bad album. But that shit was.
Niggas try to sit on Life of Pablo.
It's not trash, but no matter of fact, it's not trash.
That's not trash, bro.
It was better than. What can I say? That shit was better than. It might be better than Yeezus.
Yeah, it is way better than Yeezus, but Yeezus not a bad album.
No, it's not. It's better than Yeezus. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
444 was better than Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when niggas was trying to tell me that Magna Carta Holy Grail was a good album.
Oh, my God. That's on the bottom tier of his albums.
I tried to tell niggas that. Niggas was trying to, that's a top 5. Because Hov said that. Hov had put Magna Carta Holy Grail in his top 5. I'm like, nigga, no, it's not.
You trying to save face.
You was trying to say 444 is way better than Magna Carta Holy Grail.
Right.
Way better. That shit is at the bottom with Kingdom Come. Right. And you know what? I might give Kingdom Come a little bit more credit now. It might be a little, but that shit's still bottom tier. To your where I hold you to, that shit is at the bottom. Mm-hmm. I'm not fucking with that project. Period.
Hov was trying to be a little too mature on that Kingdom Come. He had the 30-something song on there. What else he had? He had the song with Usher, Anything You Want, and all that shit. Like
the hardest track on there was Show Me What You Got.
Show Me What You Got in the intro.
Yeah. That's it. Outside of that, put that shit in the garbage.
That intro was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh, this is about to be hard. Then I was like, oh, come on, man. That intro, he was spitting that crack, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, man. But a lot of these rappers, man, I feel like there's not too many rappers I can say that it has a whack album in their discography.
Like completely trash.
Completely trash. Like I can't say Ye got a completely trash album. I can't say that.
Wale do.
The Gifted was trash, my nigga.
You remember,
oh my God.
You remember the dialogue we had about
my
The
nigga,
Gifted?
I still want my $12.
I bought that shit off. I bought that off iTunes. I need my $12.
Get that shit out of here, Wale. Well, I fuck with Wale though.
Wale, my man.
He hit on his last couple like EPs.
Yeah,
like he been hitting.
Yeah,
he been hitting lately now. But that
now.
Gifted, oh man, and that was the one that really hurt him because that's when he went on the rant on Complex.
That's when I was like, man, come on. Juicy J?
He know that shit was trash.
You got Juicy J ahead of me? Yeah, because Juicy J was hot as a bitch around that time.
I'm going to go home and listen to that rant again, bro. That was a classic moment.
That nigga called Complex with all the smoke, bro.
He know that shit wasn't hitting, though. I still feel like now, like even with that recent comment where somebody had, remember I had screenshot and sent you that comment when the dude was like, man, we want you to get back to giving us that. He was like, yeah, you tried. Like, nigga, stop, man. Enough. Stop listening to the media because nigga, just keep giving us your music, nigga. We still fuck with you, nigga.
Don't revert back to the other shit, my nigga.
Don't go back to that shit. That 2013 was a dark time for Wale, bro. Cause he really thought that Gifted was gonna be like his crown jewel, bro, and that shit was not hitting.
From the artwork to the content, that shit was trash.
That shit had 3 songs on there that hit, and that was it. The rest of that shit in between, and then you put that bad remix on there. You put bad and a bad remix on there twice, nigga. That's what really had. I'm like, I got pissed because I feel like you got lazy. You really try to like finesse me with that.
You try to remix the remix, like man, come on, bro. I was skimming through the shit like
just give us the bad shit with
That's
Tierra
what we still
and
had.
leave it at that.
We still had iPhone 4s at the time, so I'm like,
Yeah.
with this little ass phone, I'm just like,
Fam, you know how crazy we used to trip off Droid with they big ass phones.
and we had
I'm not going bigger than the 7. Like I got the 7 Plus, and remember when I got the 6? I felt the 6 was big. Mind you, the 6 is like right here.
I found my old iPhone 4S, right?
I couldn't find myself using that shit.
And I put that shit on this phone. This is a 6S, my nigga.
Yeah.
I put that shit on this phone, and I'm like,
get this shit out of here.
what was we talking about?
I don't know what we was talking about.
Droids
bro.
the same size as this.
Yeah, facts. And we was tripping off their shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Droid family on that.
No, y'all got that.
Y'all got that.
We used to trip now.
Y'all camera's still trash. The phone's still trash. Like
I don't know why they trying to act like they camera so hard, bro. Like that camera is so.
Oh, they go to bat for that camera, bro.
They really do, and that shit is whack.
They go to bat for that camera.
They
bro.
know they be wanting that portrait mode.
Y'all
That's
know-
one thing I say about Apple, dog. They hit on that portrait mode.
Y'all niggas, come on, man. Get a blue bubble, bro. Then we can talk.
Yeah, that should just make us. And another thing, man, I had to tell my uncle.
You fucking up the aesthetic of my phone, man.
Bro, don't put me in no group chat with no droids, man.
You can't even remove yourself from the shit. You
stuck.
can only leave the conversation if it's all
You stuck.
Apple. You
Once
stuck.
You stuck. And I'm be like, bro, I don't even know. Like,
You know, so unless it's my phone, I try to put the hide alerts on. This shit still slipping down.
Oh no, them shit come. Them shit coming, bro. Droid has found a way to manipulate the system with that.
Virus. That's why they green. That's why they green. Everybody ever thought about that shit? That's why they Mexican, because it's just virus, slime, and all that shit. Like with the little,
They toxic.
yeah. That's why they little alien looking shit. That's why he green. Just tie all that line. This virus, get that shit out of here. You get stuck in you get put in a group chat with some droids, my nigga. You was there for life, bro. No matter how many times you delete the thread, all that shit, bro. I even tried to Google this shit and I couldn't find it.
I got put in a group chat with some Droids. I was like, who is these niggas?
I don't be knowing these people. That's another thing.
These niggas like don't do that. That's group chat. That's a group chat. Group chat etiquette. Period. Like, don't put me in no damn group chat with people I don't know. If I don't,
I hate
like
that
this
shit.
not no powwow. Like nigga, come on, bro. Like don't do that.
Even if it's just for like, it could be, yeah, I need all that. You can individually text people that you need. I'm not gonna put the information in the group chat.
Like if I know at least if it's like a group chat with like 8 people and I know at least 5 to 6 people, all right, I'll let that rock. But like if it's like only me and you and like 6 people I don't know, like don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
No, facts.
Don't do that, bro.
Facts. What we was talking about though? I know we had kind of get off, but I had to get on that shit. I still need a dope charger from Apple though, cause I be running through them shit, dog.
Hey man, I just stockpile on cheap chargers at this point.
I know the shit get bad when I gotta flip it on one side for that shit to charge.
Okay,
that's when I know the shit done.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
his
'cause
one
that shit
side
be
work better.
I be like, come on, fam, y'all be giving us all this
Once
FaceTime group chat and shit.
Once the shit lose traction, it's a wrap.
But I still fuck with y'all. I'm never going back to Android.
Hey, niggas ask how Apple got $1 billion. That's how the fuck they got $1 billion.
Yeah, them chargers.
Them chargers and
I gotta go to Best Buy today, man.
and accessories. That's how they killing niggas, bro.
I gotta go to Best Buy today and get me one for real, for real.
That's where you make the money at. You don't make the money from the gold rush. You make the money from selling the shovels for the gold rush.
Facts. 2020 coming up, man. Like, this is gonna be a lot of changes. I hope we can get one of those changes. We're gonna have a new president. Speaking of, because I've had, been having conversations with people who've been texting me lately. They've been pissed about their tax returns and shit. I try to tell y'all a lot of shit changed on taxes this year, that when you went to go get your taxes done, you wasn't gonna be able to claim. Trump had a lot of shit that he changed. As far as like the tax bill and all that shit.
Right.
You know how many people I know was like, come up to me and was like, man, me and my wife such and such usually they end up owing money. I owe money for the first time in my life this year. Facts.
How you feel about that?
Charge it to the game. I'm not playing with Uncle Sam. You don't get your money because I'm not fucking around with that shit, because if you don't, that interest will creep up on your ass and it'll be way more than what you initially needed to pay.
Right.
I felt some type of way now, but that's one thing that you don't want. You don't want that.
You don't even want that lingering over your head.
I already done paid the state back. I just got to pay the feds back. But they taking their sweet time with that shit too. Because like, with the whole government shutdown and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they going to get their money though. I'm not playing around with that shit. So going into next year, like with all that shit, yeah, that's going to be my biggest thing when it comes to the candidate that I choose as far as this tax shit.
Right.
Like for real, dog. Like, but like I said, it's not surprising because it's Trump. I knew he was gonna look out for the rich people and shit on us.
Do this determine how you feel about Trump overall? Is he a bad president because of this?
That's one of the biggest knocks, bro. Like as I'm getting older, bro, like I can understand why like that be the biggest thing when it come to choosing a candidate with certain people, like with the taxes, bro.
Right.
Like for real, like for you not to be able to claim the biggest thing, the shit that a lot of people got shitted on was they mortgage insurance. I mean, I keep saying mortgage insurance. Their mortgage interest on their home. That's the biggest thing at the end of the year when you go get your taxes done that a lot of people claim is the interest that they paid on their mortgage for their home. Couldn't get that. You know how much people that affected, bro? That affected a lot of people and they was shitting.
I can imagine.
And you ended up owing. Like, it's a lot of shit that you really got to look into. Like sadly, this don't got nothing to do with taxes, but like, remember the shit I had sent you about how all that rent is going up in L.A.? Mm-hmm. Because they funded for the stadium and shit. And Nip was actually talking about that shit too before he had passed away. How he didn't want people to like move out
and, shit like
and all that shit. Dog, this one dude was paying $837 a month. His shit going up $17.
That's crazy.
1 2-bedroom apartment was like $1,200. That shit going up
like
to
25,
24,
like,
25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they could fund and pay for the new LA Rams stadium, bro. They be getting that money somewhere. Even who you think paying for this wall that Trump about to build?
Nigga, we paying for it regardless.
Exactly. And I just noticed going into this
Are
year,
they building that wall for real? They
gonna build that shit. He got it passed. He got the money. He gonna get the money funded for that shit. And you know what I noticed that went up? The money that come out my check, the federal income taxes that come out of my check, that shit went up. I noticed that shit. That shit went up crazy from last year.
Yeah, taxes. That shit is crazy, bro.
Because we paying for that fucking wall, man.
Oh,
you just gotta pay attention to certain shit. Like people have these certain things when they go to that they look at when they go to as far as choosing the candidate. That's gonna be my biggest thing going into next year is these taxes, my nigga. Like big time.
I hear you. I hear you, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. What else we had to get into? Oh, this is another funny thing, yo. So you know how like I be tripping off my niggas and shit like that, right? All fun and jokes when it come to like how they look like people and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So like, dog, like if I tell you look like somebody, bruh, I'm not gonna go off jump off the cliff with the shit, right?
All right.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, my nigga, you look like Faison Love.
All right.
Just cause you big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you actually gonna have to look like somebody. So I noticed, maybe cause I'm really good with this shit when I be doing my comparisons. So I told one of my niggas, like, my nigga, you look like Questlove. And this nigga really looked like Questlove. So nigga gonna try to say, oh, I don't see you look like Victor Oladipo or Fab. Nigga, that's two different. I can't look like Victor Oladipo and Fab.
You can't look like them, but you can favor them.
I have no features that resemble Victor Oladipo.
When you show me the Victor comparison, you look more like Victor than Fab.
Fam, you can't. That's a wide range.
But you gotta think when we talk about jokes.
I be hitting on the shit just like with Ball, right? That nigga really look like Jerry West. Nigga say I look like nigga off How High. So how can I look like the nigga from How High, Victor Oladipo,
because
and Fab, bro? That's too big of a wide range.
No, because when it's jokes, when the jokes are thrown out, if you favor that person in any way, or like if it sticks and
just
you favor,
no, my nigga, they just saying names.
So you get what I'm trying to say, right? If like say like me and you like Jones is off somebody, and you say like somebody that could possibly resemble me, like because I might favor them a little bit because I turn this way, or it's gonna stick, especially if it's funny at the time.
Okay, so what if somebody put my face next to Kodak Black, say you look like Kodak?
That's a reach. But like if a nigga,
are you gonna laugh at that?
No, I'm gonna say that shit ain't really funny. That's a reason. Kodak, you and Kodak look nothing alike. But like, when you sent me the Victor and you, I was like, oh, that shit kind of funny. I can see if that passed. When Maul said you look like Ivory, I can see how that passed.
I don't look nothing like Ivory.
When didn't Maul do? No, it was somebody under the tweet did the side by side picture. Now when you see that it tied together something, you like, oh, okay, like you know what I'm saying. But Kodak,
and Jeff Teague, that's another one. See, these niggas that they be saying I look like, it's a wide range of niggas.
You look like a lot of athletic niggas, bro.
My nigga, you can't look like Victor Oladipo and Jeff Teague and Fab and Ivy from How High.
Yeah,
That's
Fab,
a wide range of niggas.
That Fab should have reached.
I've heard Fab way before he said. I've heard Fab like back in like 2010, 11, like all that time. Like, matter of fact, you know, it's a quick funny story. You know who said I look like Fab? DL Hughley. So like my drum line, we opened up for DL Hughley when he came down to North Charleston.
All right.
So I had the shades on and shit like that. We all had took a picture. He's like, "Hey, Loso, Fab, get down in the front," because you know I was tall as shit.
Right.
He's short. So like I've heard that shit before. You know what I'm saying? But when you start ripping off these other niggas,
but see the
they
Fab
don't look shit alike, bro.
The
like,
Fab shit might have flew back then because you had the low cut back then. Still a reach, but still, like that's what I'm saying. Niggas will throw out anything to see if it stick.
When I'm gonna say the shit gonna be accurate. Just like for my nigga Steve, like I said, like when I first saw that, I said, my nigga, you look like Common. People had told him that he looked like Common and Joe, like a mix of Common and Joe Budden. But then imagine if I told him, my nigga, like you look like Cam Newton.
Nah.
All right, so that's how I'm equating it, nigga. That's two different wide ranges of niggas. That's what I'm saying. Like I get it. Like when you first but when I say it, it's like a mixture. I say yeah to trip, but no, like you really look like that. Like when I said the shit about Mo, I wasn't tripping. I'm like, no, my nigga, like you really look like Jerry West. It just happened to be funny. You see what I'm saying?
But see, but
like you really be
like,
looking. That's what I'm saying.
Like Jerry West though.
Who look more like the person that they say they look like?
He do look like Jerry West.
Do I look more like Ivory or do he look more like Jerry
West? The Ivory
West?
shit was funny because like the pictures that they used.
And the character, man.
Like
it be the character, man.
But
that's what the shit be.
The shit was hilarious, man. Shout out Maul, man. Maul was interacting with the people, man.
That shit was hilarious, though. But like, I'm never gonna go off the deep end and just be like, oh, that'd be like I be comparing, like just like I'll be saying Drew look like something just because they got dreads or something. Like no, dog. Like you, like if you really look like something, I'm gonna say you really look like somebody. Right. That was just some funny shit I want to throw out there. I'd be like, come on, man. They be trying to balance it out because I think I be hitting on the shit. That's why. So they just say somebody to compensate, just make up a name. Niggas just be making up a name, man. They take the fun out of it. You just gotta just find somebody who I could be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll charge that one to the game.
You gotta charge that Ivory one to the game, though. Bro.
The only one I posted, I don't be like. Remember, I posted the Jeff T shit on my story.
Right.
So that shit was kind of split. People say, nah, you don't look like him. Some people say yes. So I was like, you know what? It is what it is. But Jeff T. All right, so put a picture of Jeff T and Victor Oladipo side by side. They don't look shit alike. So how can I look like both of them? That's my point. That's all I'm saying. Mind you, I'm not feeling this type of way. Like, the shit funny because I posted it. So, of course, I'm not feeling it. But, dog, you got to be accurate, bro. Because you take the fun out of it. Like that nigga that you showed me on Twitter, that the boy got on you about, he not famous, but you look like that nigga.
It's a lot of niggas look like me that's been on Twitter, bro. I don't be understanding.
No, but that
shit,
one,
bro.
that day that you sent me, nigga, I thought that was you. So that's what I'm saying.
You know what's crazy though? I sent that picture to my daughter. She was like, "Daddy?" Like, I was like, "No, that's not your damn daddy. Quit playing with me." Fucking play on me, man.
No, real shit. Dad did look, because I asked you. I was like, yo, is that you? He was like, nah, but that's just some nigga on the TL. Like, dog, that had looked like you for real. You can't even debate that shit.
They can't. Shit was funny though. Like
that shit was hilarious. Though. Hey, let's talk about this. Another thing that we getting on to on the TL, this food shit. So, y'all niggas be having all these wild food takes, but then get on me. Get on me for when I say certain food nasty, like first of all, nigga, you don't use hot sauce. So
hot sauce is trash.
But you'll get on me for saying oxtails is trash.
You put I don't. That's your opinion. But you put oxtail and chitlins in the same combo, and that's not what it
Niggas
is.
Niggas really felt some type of way because I said that.
My nigga, that's
I shot that shit off the hip just because like all that you would have all that food at a sitting. I seen it before.
What, chitlins?
Yeah.
I've never eaten chitlins a day in my life.
I would hope to think so. You haven't, my nigga. Like,
I've never. Nobody in my family.
Like you know
chitlins.
what that shit is, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I blame, and this is like no disrespect, like I blame like slavery times for that chitlin shit, bro. Like no one used to feed us that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and somehow during the line,
it was the scraps.
It was the scraps, and somewhere that like my family loves that shit. You know how long it takes for that smell to get out your fucking house?
Listen, one of my first jobs. God. Listen. Let me just point because I got a very, very strong history with chitlins. One of my first jobs was at Bilo. You know what I'm saying? I was a bag boy. You know the bag boy. So, one glorious day at work, I'll never forget this shit. This lady walked up to me, an old black lady. She was like, "Yo, you gotta clean up on the freezer aisle. It's a bucket of chitlins that done thawed out. Them shits be frozen." Before I even hit the aisle, I smell that shit. I go and tell my manager. I said, "Look, I ain't cleaning that shit up, bro." I say this might be my last day. You might fire me, but I ain't cleaning that.
Dog, I'm not fucking with none of that shit, dog.
Like the whole thing was in the middle of the aisle. Like the juices, that shit just looked crazy
No, it's nasty.
to me, bro.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with. For how much you was getting paid an hour then?
Bro, this is high school, so this is like what,
$5
7?
something?
Yeah, like not even $7 an hour. So
Oh no, you tripping?
I'm like, nah, you tripping. That was Air Force One money. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, if I gotta lose my job,
No, and that's another thing. Like, let's not get it fucked up now. Y'all was only paying us like our checks was only like $1 to $120 something a week, bro. Like,
thank God Jordan wasn't $20 back then.
Oh yeah, we would have been shit, nigga. We would have had to cover about 2-3 checks.
You had to save it for like a month and a half. Like, come on, bro.
But yeah, it wasn't worth it. So like, we meant to talk about this before. They had this soul food bracket that had dropped on the TL like what? It was like a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. So somehow
they dropped that one in the chicken tenders.
Niggas was tight because banana pudding was the winner, and I don't see the issue with that. I'm trying to figure out how sweet potato pie got all the way to the final because that shit is trash.
You fucking tripping.
How does sweet potato pie beat fried chicken, nigga?
I didn't see. That's the thing. I don't know what they got these shits matched up with.
I'm gonna send it to
How
you
you
right
pick?
now.
How do you pick fried chicken over sweet potato pie?
Fried chicken should have won the overall
yeah,
bracket.
that should have won everything. It should have been fried chicken, mac and cheese,
turkey wings. Yeah, like nah, fam. Gumbo. I send it to you. So you got Let me see. Let me send this shit to Drew too, so y'all can look at this shit.
Hey,
why is shipping grits on here?
Shrimp and grits are soul food, bro. That's a Charleston staple. That's a Charleston staple.
My nigga, I don't count shrimp and grits as soul food, fam.
You know?
You would have that shit at Thanksgiving dinner?
Nah, hell no.
Thanksgiving dinner would be
that's
like the place for.
That's like
that
would
be the place
breakfast, like shrimp and grits. You can eat that for like breakfast on Christmas Day.
Nah, fam. Sorry.
Yeah, I've eaten shrimp and grits.
No, we can all agree that Thanksgiving is a place for soul food, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that shouldn't be on here.
Yeah, that shouldn't be on there. Let me look at this shit. So you got chitlins.
Yeah, chitlins. You see that, right?
I'm not feeling that. You got greens. I'm going from the bottom to the top.
What is Hoppin' John?
Hoppin' John, that's like, you ever had Hoppin' John?
No, I never had it.
It's like the rice and the beans mixed together. You usually eat it like for New Year's. You eat that for good luck with the greens and the fried chicken.
Yeah, I never had that.
Damn,
Valley.
Damn, that's a staple. Drew scratching his head.
No, for real. You know, I just had monkey bread for the first time like a few weeks back.
Okay, how was it?
It was good. I fuck with that shit.
All right. So you got chitlins, you got greens, pecan pie, sweet potato pie, gumbo, fried fish.
How does gumbo beat fried fish?
That's
Gumbo
crazy.
is trash.
So
and I don't fuck with seafood. I pick fried fish over gumbo.
I mean, chitlins lost first round because how they supposed to though.
Yeah,
so I ain't really tripping off of that. I don't know how banana pudding beat mac and cheese.
I don't see how banana pudding.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Is
I love
winner.
banana pudding. I love banana pudding, but it don't beat mac and cheese.
How does it come down to desserts winning out of soul food?
What Blavity?
Chicken,
what Blavity nigga did this?
For real. All right, so the second bracket was mac and cheese versus banana pudding, yams versus turkey wings, fried chicken versus gumbo, sweet potato pie versus greens. Going into the next round, banana pudding beats mac and cheese, turkey wings beat yams, fried chicken beats gumbo, and sweet potato pie beat greens. Who mama greens is this shit beating, dog?
Sweet potato pie shouldn't be beating greens, bruh.
Listen, bruh.
Like
I'm just going off my granny greens. Like, ain't no sweet potato pie beating that, bruh. Patty ain't that good.
Right.
Patty ain't that good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what it is, bro. The patty effect.
The patty pies, bro.
Niggas, hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That sweet potato. My mom finally got one year because she was like, that shit was flying on shelves. That shit is good.
That shit like the.
And I'm not a big sweet potato fan. Everybody know like that shit
like
whack, but that her shit was kind of hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the sweet potato pie on Jamie Foxx show. When Jamie was making the pie.
And secondly, why is apple pie not on here?
Man, apple pie not soul food.
Nigga,
Since
why is dessert on this list? Period,
Yeah, like,
dog.
dessert
Let's
shouldn't
not
be
do
on here at
that.
all.
Dessert is definitely at the Thanksgiving table, fam.
Bruh.
No, but we talking about like
Soul
staple
food.
soul food?
This is hashtag
Where
soul food
cornbread at?
champ.
If that's the case,
For real.
Yeah,
Get
cornbread
chitlins
should
out
be
of
on
here.
there.
where the cornbread? You know what I'm saying? Like
Who is having chitlins as for soul food? First of all,
I've seen that shit though. I judge them.
Yeah.
I judge them. Hey, how y'all feel about niggas doing? This is probably not gonna apply to you, Drew. How you feel about niggas doing like all seafood Thanksgivings?
I'm with it.
That shit sound lit. I've seen
Nah,
a few of those last year. I
Yeah,
was like, damn.
Stephon moms used to do that every year up for a while. I mean, we did it probably like 4 or 5 years in a row, bro.
Word?
Yeah, I mean, Alaskan king crab legs.
Yeah, niggas
and-
go all out.
Bruh,
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best non-traditional holiday
Yeah.
food.
If I had to go
service.
non-traditional, that's what I would do.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
Sorry, Mike.
no,
I
you
mean,
good.
damn.
I mean, hey, y'all do.
But you don't know what you're missing, though, boy. That
Listen,
should be
man,
fire.
Damn, I had seafood as a
One
kid.
of my
fam.
OG Ron fried me a good turkey last year, bro. That turkey was slamming, bro.
fried turkey and ham.
Yeah, I had a good fried
I'm
turkey.
asking fried turkey and ham.
Fried turkey or ham?
Yeah.
I went with fried turkey.
Oh, okay. I like
I ain't
both.
gonna lie, now the ham be
I like
hitting.
both.
That ham be hitting, bro. That honey,
Bro, how do you not put hot sauce on your? What do you put on your turkey?
I eat
That shit is bothering me.
Like when I had like baked turkey wings,
No, nigga, if you had turkey, period, fried turkey,
nigga, fried turkey is good by itself.
you don't put nothing. You don't put hot sauce like on fried chicken. None of that shit. What are you putting on your fried chicken?
My hands when I eat it.
This nigga tripping, but he'll kill me for seafood. That is the wildest take I ever heard in my fucking life.
I don't, cause I'm born and raised in Charleston. Like this is a seafood city. Like so when people be like, I don't. Not only did he not eat seafood, but they hate seafood. I be like, damn.
Yeah,
like,
but you don't fuck with hot sauce, period.
nah, hot sauces stink for one. Like that shit
No,
stink.
it's not, nigga.
That's crazy.
This nigga's crazy.
that shit
Texas
stink.
or Louisiana, you tripping.
That shit stink.
But the final is being banana pudding and sweet potato and
Yeah,
banana
that's crazy.
pudding.
Fried
winning.
chicken should have been the winner.
I mean, out of everything,
For
how
one,
to
banana pudding should have got out the second round because mac and cheese is
Yeah.
elite. Like if it's
yeah, for
good
real.
mac and cheese. Is,
How
not that mustard based shit, but good mac and cheese is good.
I don't
Who's
even
putting
eat.
mustard in a mac and cheese, fam.
We
Nah,
had
there's
a
some
young
people.
lady on the show who preached for mac and cheese
Nah.
based with mustard.
Nah.
Nah,
She don't
that's-
care about life.
Oh,
If you
Whoever that
listen, if you listening, little fun size, Mike is
Oh, that was Fun Size who
That's
said
the
that? Fun Size, you gotta
you
get out the
don't,
paint.
you don't remember that shit?
She said that on our episode?
No, that was on the TL, bro. Niggas was going crazy. Like,
Nah,
dog,
Fun
like,
Size, you gotta get out the paint with
No,
that
but it's
one.
it's a lot of people who put mustard in their mac and cheese.
Well, the rest of y'all gotta get out the paint with that. Don't put no mustard in no mac and cheese.
that shit. It's fun. It's different. It's different. I've had it.
I've had it,
never-
and I was
yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It's a twang.
Immediately.
It's a twang of mustard in my mac and
Like,
cheese.
bro,
though.
Oh, we do
Nah,
it
fam.
for the spice. No, nigga, pepper.
No.
Pepper
Pepper.
is for
Yes,
spice.
thank you.
What the fuck are you doing?
Hold on, you fuck with pepper, but you don't fuck with. Never mind, man. I don't want to get off a little tangent.
What are you talking about? Pepper and hot sauce is different.
They still like
For
spice
one,
bases,
pepper,
bro.
No, for one, hot sauce is like vinegar based. Like I don't really even like vinegar based, like barbecue sauce. For one,
Hold on now. So I know your grandmama put vinegar in her collard greens, bro.
no,
She don't put like a dab of vinegar in her collard greens.
no, and her collard greens smack.
Drew, you don't know nobody who put a dab of vinegar in their collard greens.
No, I know a lot of people that do.
Oh,
that.
I'm about to say, fam, your grandmother done sneak some vinegar into her collard
I
greens.
guarantee you, she don't.
Okay.
You don't have to run out. Like if you do,
That's what
like
I'm saying. You ain't gotta.
yeah, you don't gotta go
I'll
run
call
out with
my
it.
granny right now. She'd be like, I never put vinegar in my
Nah,
collard greens.
Yeah, I mean, there's like you go to some of these white people barbecue places. It's too much
Yeah.
vinegar in they shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, God damn, like why your mouth watering like you about to
And
throw
nobody
up
want
or
all that
something.
goddamn
vinegar.
potato salad with it.
It's crazy. Dude.
Oh, niggas be hating on potato salad too.
Who?
And I be trying to figure out who
Who?
raised these niggas, bruh. Like the coleslaw, I get it if you don't
No,
like
it's trash.
coleslaw.
That's
Like
trash.
bad coleslaw make you not like
No,
coleslaw
coleslaw is trash,
all around.
period.
No, I've had some godly coleslaw, my nigga. I can't say coleslaw is trash. Like I've had good coleslaw is good coleslaw. Trash. That's what I'm not really arguing your opinion on coleslaw.
Okay.
Like I used to be on that wave. Like bad coleslaw make you hate coleslaw all around. But I've had good coleslaw and be like, damn, like this shit fire.
My nigga, I want you to try some Texas Pete hot sauce on some fried
I've
chicken.
tried it.
Fam.
That shit trash, bro.
Louisiana too?
I don't like hot sauce, my nigga. Like I just don't like it. Like
Honey and hot sauce on some fried chicken, bro.
Nigga.
Fire.
I go with the honey on some fried chicken. That's fire. But that hot sauce shit is a dub. Like,
Man, they just
that shit stink, man. Like put this shit on
stink.
food, bro. Like, that shit stink. Like if them niggas be using pepper, like the pepper sauce and shit, that shit stink.
Who got
too.
the best steak in Charleston?
It's a toss up, man.
depends on what you're trying to go
Yeah.
for. I mean, like what cut, if you want dry age or not. You know what I mean? It's a lot that
There's
goes
a lot
into
of factors that go into that shit.
Yeah. So if you want to just a straight up New York strip or something or
What's your
tomahawk.
favorite cut
I like
steak?
mine with the little fat on the ends, you know. So
Your favorite cut is strip.
my favorite is strip, but I will fuck a ribeye up. But I fuck with new strip.
Hall's got a good. They got a good T-bone. They got a good strip.
Yo,
Oak,
Chris New York strip be hitting, bro.
Oak and
I'm about to give it the oat.
Yeah, Oak is probably fire. Like
I'm about to give it up to oat.
I had several cuts of steak from Oak. Them boys
To me,
shit good.
like it depends. See, now I gotta try between the ribeyes. I mean, between New York strip, Hall's got the better strip than Oak.
Okay.
They got the better strip.
I've
I've never
never
put
had.
niggas on Burwell's, man. Niggas be sleeping on me when I say
I never went
Burwell's.
there, so I need to go there. Where they at?
That's a family favorite of mine.
Right there off
man.
of Market.
Right off the market, by across
They
from the
steak
customs
based
house.
too?
Huh?
They steak based too?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
steakhouse.
it's
Okay.
a steakhouse.
What's it called?
Burwell's.
Yeah, I went for my birthday one year. I wasn't impressed for what I paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, what the young lady paid, I wasn't
There was
paying
a
for
picture
my
I meant
birthday.
to save that had all the different type of steaks on there.
I gotta get back on my my surf and turf me wave, man. I used to, if you follow my Instagram a few years back, I was on that surf and turf wave heavy. Bring that extra butter for my lobster. You feel me?
Yeah, I think the best way to probably compare might be fillets. I mean,
Yeah,
cause
fillets. You
yeah.
can't really fuck up a fillet. So if
Yeah.
you fuck up a fillet, we gotta have a dialogue.
yeah, you're trash.
I'm not big on those.
I'm saying that's the most common. Like that's the most common one people order.
Mhm.
So it's like if you fuck that up,
You have to paint.
you out the paint.
T-bone? Y'all fans of T-bones?
Nah.
Niggas don't like T-bones?
It's,
Bruh,
it's
T-bones is-
amateurish, man. Once you done had Oka and Halls and shit like that, bro, like going to like Outback or T-Bones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, low key, and I never used to
Outback
fuck
fire
with
now.
OK.
It
They
is.
steak do be hitting.
No, it's decent, but you know, I mean, then you
Yeah.
have like the quality of what
If you ain't trying to take a ride and you in the North area, and
All right, so if you had to choose off the rip, who you picking in Charleston?
I'll go to Oak.
I'm going to Oak.
Okay.
I'm going to Oak, bro.
Shoestring,
And I done ate at a few restaurants.
shoestring, onion rings to start off
Yeah,
Nah, that
with.
shit
sir.
whack. Shit is whack. And I think Root Chris does that shit too with the shoestring fries. And shit. Nigga, y'all be tripping, bro.
We're
Shit ain't got no
not tri-
fucking taste, and then the shit so goddamn.
Onion,
It's
onion
a-
don't got taste.
I'm not even a huge fan of onions. That's why I like shoestring onion rings. You know what I
See,
mean?
certain shit I need chopped up and put in my shit. Like tomatoes, I will not take a slice of potato and
do y'all
eat that
get
shit.
y'all steak? Hey, y'all ever had y'all steak like Oscar style or anything like that?
Oscar style.
With the crab meat with
Yeah.
the
Come on, fam.
hollandaise sauce.
Mhm.
Fam.
Well, you don't eat. Yeah, you don't eat that
Yeah,
shit. So.
come on.
But yes, I have.
Is that surf and turf shit that you be talking about?
Nah.
Nah, it's. Damn, now that I think about it, I should get surf and turf and get the steak Oscar style, bro. Damn.
I know,
Damn.
definitely making a stop after the show.
Damn, nah, I'm gonna have not after the day. This brunch day, man. What we doing after the show, bro? What's going?
Hey, we early
yeah,
today.
we early. So we hit these streets.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
We hit these streets. What I'm
Yeah.
saying, no, but nah. Next time I hit a spot, I might try to do that. Surf and turf with the Oscar style steak.
Who got the best burgers in Charleston?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
That's
Let's
a-
talk about it.
That's a
That's a
tough
lot,
one
man.
because
Burwell's got a good steak burger
Yeah.
too, bro.
But listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like for a smash burger, I would just say like a quick, maybe like
That
a
spot right there by the outlet, I keep
Oh,
forgetting the
I
name.
know you
That
about
shit
to say.
fire.
Go ahead, hit him with it. Hit him with it.
John
dog.
King.
John King.
Got
Never
the
had
best-
John King.
You did have John King. We all ate it together. The spot that was upstairs.
Yeah, got all the graffiti and stuff.
Was playing pool.
Yeah, they got all the graffiti on the walls.
We ate there.
Oh yeah, they shit was hitting.
Yeah,
them burgers.
Fire.
John King, bro.
That spot right there by the outlet, they is fire.
Talking about what was it Fred's or Dave's or some shit like that?
I think it's Matt's Burgers. Is it Matt's?
I think that is what it's called, Matt's Burgers.
That shit fire.
It
you
is.
put egg on your burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
Nigga.
Yeah.
Scramble hard, please.
And then I like my
You
version.
scramble yours?
Scrambled or I'll get it fried hard. Yeah. I don't want the running egg.
I thought you only could get it sunny side.
I need that sunny
nigga.
side.
You can get however you want your egg.
Oh, I'm gonna get the scramble next time.
I need that sunny side, bro.
See, I don't like all that shit oozing all. Nah, I'm good on that.
I feel you.
Yeah, if I get fry my egg hard, you know what I mean? Pause. Like it's just
They might be the best, bro.
You think so?
You ever been there?
It was a few years back. Like,
You go in there, you getting the itis off rip.
Yeah, they give you a lot of food. They
Man,
burgers big too.
They burgers is
I
big.
do remember that.
workshop. I went back after we went to that little yeah.
thing?
They there's a little burger spot now. I ain't gonna lie, they got like a smash burger. It's not a double like
Smash
that
burger's
John
weak.
King, but I'm just saying like the quality of just a good ass burger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was really
There's
good.
There's definitely levels to that. Too.
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
fuck with Smash Burger?
Yeah, no, that's your place.
Yes.
Shit, no.
Oh, I'm about to say
No,
because
no.
they is not hitting.
So, cause that's what I'm saying. People, Smash Burger don't know how to make Smash Burger. John
Thank you.
King know how to make Smash Burger. 'Cause
Yeah.
that- you know what I mean? Like that shit fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This little bodega right there off of Rutledge, called Coins or whatever. It used to be called Coins. This bodega, but yeah, they got they burgers and they big ass burgers, bro. Them
So-
shit fire, bro.
John King, that's consensus.
Yeah.
John King might be the best burger.
I ain't gonna lie.
Sesame burgers all right, but they hit or miss.
All right, so I'm about to get in my bag with this one. Best breakfast. Come on, niggas know they want to say it, man. Come on, let's just go ahead and get it out. Fuck all that extra shit. Just go ahead and say it.
What are you about to say? Awful
Cracker
waffle?
Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. See, I've never. Mike,
nigga.
I need
Cracker
you to,
Barrel got the best breakfast, fam. Niggas need to stop all this, or you can hear it, my nigga. They gonna have to call me nigger to my face for me to stop eating it.
They breakfast is not bad, but it ain't the best.
Are you serious? Who got better breakfast than Cracker Barrel?
let me see. Pages.
Yeah, paid is off top.
Pages.
Nigga, please.
Let me see.
I go to
Marina Variety Store.
Hey, I'll go to Hannibal's for breakfast before I go to Cracker Barrel.
You only doing that because of the aura. I get it. You know what
Nah,
I'm
man,
saying?
nigga,
But,
Hannibal's is gas. Hannibal's is gas.
Cracker Barrel pancakes. And they eggs and they sausage and they turkey, fam, and a lot of places grits be trash. I don't know what the fuck like be going on with all like everybody grits don't be hitting, but for them to have some bomb ass grits, that says a lot to me. Don't lie, fam. There's
never
been
ate
plenty
they
of times you've been in Cracker Barrel, you been like, I had me some bomb ass breakfast.
No,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
So Southwest grits from fire.
That's what I'm saying. They're not. They breakfast is not bad. I don't think it's the best. I'd put it top 5. Cracker Barrel good now. They not the best though.
Top 5.
I'd put it top 5.
I ain't even putting them up top 5.
Top 5 or top 10.
I've had some great breakfasts this place in Charleston.
Yeah, like
bro.
Charleston's got a lot of
A
breakfast.
lot of
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
places.
We
Let's
might,
name them.
I might be
Marina Variety Store, Pages Okra Grill. I'll throw
What's the one that
Shit, Eli's Table.
Eli's Table's fire.
What's the one out there,
place in
Mount Pleasant?
Damn, you just took the words out of my mouth.
Is it the okra place?
Yeah, Pages Ogre.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's my
It's like
number one.
they got the little beanbag shit on the outside.
Yeah.
That's Pages.
That's
Pages.
Their breakfast is straight.
Straight.
It's not the best, fam.
It's better than Cracker Barrel.
No, sir.
Mike. All right.
No, sir. They got better French toast. Now, Cracker Barrel French toast ain't really all that. I'll charge the game to that.
Man, listen, there's a lot of places in Charleston.
I might start be getting on that wave that French toast is better than pancakes. Because I'm a big pancakes fan. But French toast might be taking that lead for me.
Rare Bit over Cracker Barrel.
Rare Bit breakfast 5.
Rare what? What's it
Rare
called?
Bit.
I don't think I've been there. Where's that at?
Right there on King Street. Where we were last Sunday, 2 Sundays ago?
I don't think I was there.
Yeah, you were. The day party. That was last weekend where Buddy was out of line, right?
That was Ink and Ivy.
But we started at Rare Bit. Remember, you
I
was
was
like,
there.
yeah, you came to Republic.
I came to
first.
Republic.
Yeah, but we just left Rare Bit. It's two buildings, 2 blocks down, whatever.
Okay, I had to try them.
Yeah, fire.
Drew Hell, man.
Hey, yeah, Buddy was out of line, man. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, man. So what else we getting into before we get up out of here, man? Niggas about to go throw down after this, after all this food shit we
Yeah,
been
I
talking.
hungry now. Y'all done awaken the beast. Release the Kraken.
You got anything else for anybody? Any shout outs we got this week?
May 5th,
Yeah, man.
Purple Buffalo.
Go ahead,
Pull up.
Go ahead.
Damn right, man. Got a rap showcase festival going on, you know what I'm saying? Purple Buffalo. That will be May 5th, day party, Cinco de Mayo, tequila on deck, everything on deck, man. We're going to have some artists out there, Do Work Media, big things, man. Make sure y'all get y'all ticket right now. It's on Eventbrite. $5, $10 at the door. I mean, everybody got 5 on it, right? They made a song about it. $5, come on.
Hey, my bad, man. But shout out to that event, the single.
Nah, kill his ass. I know what you're looking at it. Kill his ass before we get up out of here.
Yo,
Get that nigga out of here, man.
what the fuck's going on with Karan Butler,
Karan
bro?
Butler, man. Get
Yeah.
that shit out of here, fam.
You was bald last week and you have a Caesar
Dog,
face.
you know what they doing, bro? I know y'all seen these videos on Facebook and Instagram. They will literally
Yes, they
glue.
buying hair pieces and getting them cut down
Yes.
to haircuts.
And first of all, nigga, you got the shit way too far down on your head. You ain't got no head space, bro. Let me see that shit. That's too far down. Like, you got no head space, bro. That shit would have been more believable if you had it a little further back.
This nigga look like the lady that made that show The Shy.
My nigga got the Jadakiss hairline.
Yo, this nigga was bald last week.
Yes. He had the
has a-
cul-de-sac.
Yo, man, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga,
Shit's
bro?
crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Niggas is about to, I'd be surprised. What if Braun got that shit done?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think Braun got hair plugs before, though, to be real with you.
Yeah.
How long you think they last?
Obviously not, because his shit keeps falling out. Bro, I told you, what I say? LeBron needs to go ahead, turn heel all the way and cut your fucking
Remember
hair,
when he
man.
lost the finals in 2017 and he was in the gym the next day and he made the video with the T Grizzly and we thought he had bald as shit, but it was like real light? It's like, bro, you might as well, you flirting with it. You might as well just go ahead, but he's not going to do it.
I don't know what he's doing.
Cut your hair, bro.
Remember, he was tripping when D Wade was growing his hair out. Remember,
Yeah,
he
he was
cut-
like, how you
Not
still
fair.
growing hair? Yeah, bro.
like, bro, but he been fucked since 16, 17.
Cut that shit, bro.
He's not going to do it.
I ain't seen LeBron have a full head of hair since he was in high school. Like when he was doing his ESPN interviews when he had the afro and shit.
Yeah.
Bro, his shit really be looking like the Batman logo when he be dipping his head.
Niggas
and all
have
that
found
shit.
Batman logos. Niggas have found Jesus' face in LeBron head. Like niggas have found all kind of shit LeBron head.
Hey, man, but y'all stop the slander on the King's hair, man. We got to talk about KD before we get up out of here. Because that nigga shit is trash.
That might be his power though. He's all around a nappy nigga.
Nah, don't give him no pass, bro. That shit is horrible.
man,
His bald spot, his shit wildin'.
But I don't. Is that bald or is it just because he don't brush his hair?
That's a good point. I think that shit just has separated that
Yeah,
much
is
into
it
like a
that-
little
is it
a
that,
knot.
Like is it like matte locks? Like is that even matted locks? Like mini matted locks? Like that shit is crazy.
And the thing
bro.
is, bro, like with KD is like, dog, I really feel like that shit can start some flames if it wanted to, bro.
Like if he got put in a headlock, nigga.
Yeah.
That should.
Yeah, that should have started a fucking fire, bro. I asked a couple of y'all the other day. I don't know if I asked you. I think I asked you. No, I didn't ask you. 2.5 over under for how many haircuts he gonna get during the playoffs?
He ain't getting no haircuts.
No haircuts during
The
the
playoffs
playoffs.
don't start. He's locked in. That's just over with. If he ain't get a haircut, but like last week, that's just over with.
Oh shit.
Nah,
Yeah, he don't have a traveling barber, clearly.
clearly it's been like that since he
And there's a
came.
lot of niggas in the league who need to stop that shit, bro. Like, y'all make too much money not to be having no traveling barber, bro. No, real shit, if I had, like, of course it depends on how much you getting paid.
Right.
But if I really hit, like, a max contract, like my barber who's right there, do I go to?
You flying, bro.
Dog, he's set for life. He's set for life.
He ain't
coming
cut
with
nobody
me.
else hair.
He cut other people hair, but he gonna have to travel with
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like, he can set up shop like of course if other players want to get their hit. No, my barber is set for life if I was to ever get on.
Yeah.
Like facts. I'm taking him out of there and you good. I got you. You set.
You gotta pay Boozy Barber to take his class to give the official Boozy fade. Like this is
but if you think about it though, if you had the funds, wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
You would have like dog, if I would pay for anything, I would pay for my barber to be straight for the rest of his life.
I'm saying, I don't go to a barbershop at all.
So you don't even get lineups? You just
I did all that shit myself.
Oh, you do it
Oh,
yourself?
you line
Yeah.
yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. See me, I can't do that. I be fucking around and fuck my shit.
I got dreads, bro. Ain't much I can really fuck up.
I've been wolfing the last couple of weeks.
Bro, I really been enjoying this shit right here though, like growing my hair and all this shit.
Yeah,
like,
you on your braided vibes.
I'm never
right now.
cutting my hair again, fam. And you know another reason why I'm really not cutting my hair again? Cause remember with the shit that happened with the dude at the wrestling match? With that shit?
What happened?
Remember
They
when
made
they made
him
him cut his
cut
dreads?
his lock.
Yeah.
And then the two kids who got denied the job at the amusement park made them cut their
Yeah,
hair.
that was crazy to me.
Like, man,
what-
they really be feeling some type of way about our hair, bro.
What type of prestige do Six Flags got to it?
Motherfucker, you paying me $10 to let motherfuckers check their height to get on rides.
Nah, that's racist right there.
Nah,
Like,
that's some
y'all
racist
ain't,
shit.
Y'all ain't prestigious now. This ain't
Yeah.
Harvard or nothing. Like,
For
you know
real.
what I'm saying? Like, what
This
the
ain't
fuck?
no.
Even
Black
if it
China was out there slinging baby carts and shit.
Exactly.
dog.
Like, even if it was Harvard, I'm still telling them suck my dick. But like Six Flags, my nigga, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like for real, like I've really been appreciating this growth. Even like the last time I took it out, like it had even had growth some more. But like, cause I never grew my hair out longer than like 8-9 months.
Right.
You know, I used to always like kind of trim it down and shit. I should be growing fast, but yeah, I ain't cutting my shit ever again, fam. I'm fucking with this shit.
You gonna end up getting dreads?
I've been thinking about that too. I might fuck with
Welcome everybody.
that. Yeah. And I ain't getting on no other shit. Cause Drew tell me motherfuckers be getting extensions and shit, weave putting they shit. I feel like that's a violation.
Niggas
man.
is on their she thing vibes now.
I feel like that's a violation.
Niggas on their she thing vibes now. Like for real. Niggas putting yaki in their head.
Nigga said what? What? Yaki?
That's a weave brand, Yaki. Niggas put Yaki in their head and letting it rock. And I don't understand that. Like that's not how we was raised. So
I ain't fucking with that shit.
You know?
But yeah, eventually I want to fuck with some shit like that. Even like probably get like the singles and shit. Like fuck with that shit.
Yeah, I started mine from the little rat droppings.
Oh, you went through the rough patches.
Oh, I was thugging.
Yeah. My homeboy was too.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't been that low because I grew my hair. I did braids and shit first, and then I was like, I'm gonna lock this shit up.
Man, he started from a Caesar, so imagine
before
that.
I cut my hair, I could have got mine twisted. But
I thought you was gonna fuck with it.
No, that's not where I'm at right now.
I feel you. I am mad at it.
The Dawn.
My dog be killing with the light Caesar now.
You see it, right?
The
Dawn.
Caesar fit my dog.
Yeah.
I wolf him right now, so I'm probably get my cut next week. Probably put a good brush session on the
So you
silk do rag.
Put that silky on, let it cook.
Yeah. so that means you go to Lamar Thursday, huh?
Ha! I've been a little more. What was last week? Was that last week?
I think 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago. Shit was live, man. Shit was on tilt.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. I was like, fuck, Marvin.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
That been me. No lie, I was in here doing edits, and next I was like, man, I need to lay down for a minute.
You
Next
been
thing
out.
you know, I've been kick, bro. Like
Hey,
for
man,
real.
I be telling niggas, man, what's going on, man. So niggas can't say I didn't invite them.
No, that's facts. You do send the invitation.
Man, I'm trying to think of a right way to say this, but man, it was in there. That's all I'm saying. It was in there. So who we shouting out, Mike?
Yeah, shout out to all the listeners on YouTube, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, however way you listen to us. Shout out to y'all. You know, just shout out to everybody who's still supporting us. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. You know, after the first quarter of 2019, this year's going by. When September get here, that's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Just shout out to everybody on their grind, man, doing their thing.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody, man. Like Mike said, shout out to all the supporters and listeners continuing to put up with us.
As always, shout out to Do Work Media.
Always home team shit, you know.
Shout out to who else? Shout out to Parallel Clothing. Shout out my nigga Morgan. Shout out to Main Attraction Clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to my niggas. So yeah, man,
Shout
everybody
out to
doing their thing.
man, doing their thing, man. It ain't no hatred over here, man.
No sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna end it like that. So if you hear anything on this podcast that gets you in your feelings, feel the type of way, always remember
We're just some messengers.
we out.